everybody, and welcome to Ignition Point, a homebrew Dungeons & Dragons games featuring these lovely people. We have a full cast tonight, which is always nice. First time we've had the full cast for the new year, so that's a very nice turn of events. How is everybody this week?
Oh, doing swimmingly. What about you, Steve? How are you doing specifically? That's good to hear. Scotty, yourself?
I'm not swimming. I'm doing all right.
Craig's doing well. What about you down there, big fella? Old man, grandpa, can you hear me?
Damn.
Yeah, Grandpa.
Jesus.
Yes.
Alright,
we've
you gotta run these intros by me, man. You can't. There's no more of this ad-libbing shit. You're gonna have to clear this.
I read it past Steve. See, I'm in the background. That's me. That's a timestamp for me running it by Steve right there.
He was definitely there.
So, with that, if anyone out there is still watching us and likes what we do, hit the follow button to basically know when we go live. If you would like to or are capable of doing so, please hit the subscribe button, become part of our wonderful spooky community, and if you want to see any of the shenanigans these guys have gotten up to beforehand, you can do so over on my YouTube channel of the same name, Boomeadow, so you can catch that over there. So, unless anyone's got any more information, what happened last week?
Yeah. I was
Ready
gonna
to
say,
rock.
what about spruiking the poor people here?
They
Steve
spruik
Man.
themselves. I get the notifications every time Steve goes live. So you can actually follow some of these wonderful people. If the links are down in the About section down below under the Ignition Point tab. I believe that 𝔚𝔬𝔬𝔞𝔱𝔦𝔫𝔞𝔥 and the Steve Man. I will eventually get it right.
Oi!
You done it. Almost.
𝔚𝔬𝔬𝔞𝔥 and they, Steve, man.
Don't forget the sevens. There's a couple of sevens on the end.
777.
2 or 3 sevens.
They do stream occasionally. Steve is definitely more consistent. So if you like consistency in your life and you like a stable partner
Follow
in
Steve.
this, follow Steve.
Follow Steve.
I appreciate that, but I'm actually
However,
retired.
if you just want the cute doggo vibes, follow 𝔚𝔬𝔬𝔞𝔥. Or if you want to see more crazy TTRPG things, Dungeons and Dragons, you can catch us over on Evil One's channel. We play Power Rangers over there. We also play an entirely grung-based Dungeons and Dragons game as well. Plus, there have been speculations of other things that may be happening in the works eventually. Maybe an alien game. Maybe, we'll see if I can bring the order back. I want to, but we will see.
Hey, Craig, off topic for a second. Have you seen the new Transformers movie?
No, put it away. Anyway.
No. I haven't.
I was gonna say, if people do go to Evil One's channel, be prepared for absolute chaos.
Yes.
Yeah,
Shit hits the fan.
This how it ends, Craig. Just take a
With
guess.
Power Rangers.
G.I. Joes.
G.I. Joe Mama.
So, yes.
Ooh.
If you like this kind of stuff, but even more chaotic, the only way it could get more chaotic is if we actually added 𝔚𝔬𝔬𝔞𝔥 to the Saturday group. Please join us on Saturday nights for Equinox, because it is sheer chaos.
Drop out character.
You can, if you would like to. Oh, I have said that. If, you can do that.
It's Kevin's mum.
Dude, we could
entirely
engineer
possible. That is entirely possible.
We could engineer a drop-in drop-out for you.
Yeah. Well,
I'm just gonna helicopter mum into your life.
With the rate that Kevin's character is able to just manifest people into existence just to annoy Andrew.
It's Andrew's mum.
So with that,
Richard Feynman's like, oh, who's this? It's 𝔚𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔐. What's he doing here?
It's
And I'm just
Admiral
like,
Regina
Andrew,
Feynman.
honey, where have you been?
All right.
so
What's the recap today?
who is doing the recap? Is the first question.
Alright, man, I'll do it.
If you'd like to.
Okay.
If you ever feel like you're stuttering, Steve, look in the background. I'm there giving you a thumbs up, full of support.
You're always
Lovely.
there for me, dude. All right. Ty did his best at doing the recap.
That's all we ask.
Yeah, that is exactly how I would put it.
Next time I'll do Kevin's best.
He got an A for
Yeah,
effort.
absolutely.
He certainly approached the recap with enthusiasm.
A dozen land sharks tried to roll up on us, but Budge and you fed them and led them to the water.
Bunny sharks.
God damn it.
I retire.
It's like
I'm
it's
out.
basically just like a rabbit, but it's also a shark.
It's almost like it's in the name, Scotty.
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder he's confused. You know.
Yeah, just there's too many animals, alright? They're in my head.
Yeah.
So the baby one wants to stay with us. Yeah, true. And then in all caps, he must never stop moving. We almost learnt the hard way. Cal remembers he has a family. I hate
Get
my
wrecked,
notes.
Kevin.
Littlefish's favorite food is turkey, taters, and beans. I
What?
made that up
Wait.
canonically in my
I'm
head.
pretty
Oh,
sure
I
you
was gonna
did
say,
make
did I
that
miss
up.
out on that?
Yeah, because that's the one meal I fed him when we
No,
were eating dinner.
I remember that in depth. I remember we had a full hour-long quest where we went to discover his favorite food.
Yeah, see?
I don't remember
Cal
this,
hates
but-
board games. We hang out in the Lucky Flash Ale House. Cal
Oh,
and
yeah,
Cal
board
Jr.
games.
are still bickering. Met Ren Greiger, the innkeeper. Told to speak to Dockmaster Miles to organize going to the Dark Isles bars. Apparently it's dangerous, but me and Doc are from there, so I don't know. Lil Cal is lore dumping, something about being an archaeologist. Lil Cal, Kevin, and Boring Cal go to see my...
Get fucking roasted, me!
Sorry. Kev has zero morals. I can't remember why I wrote that, but I did. Any insight, Kev?
Wait, who has zero morals?
You
Kevin,
apparently.
apparently.
Oh yeah, I booked whoever I could.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was really on board for piracy.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, it can be free if
I
you're
was-
prepared to kidnap, and Kev's like,
No, it
I was
wasn't
like,
kidnap.
I'm not gonna do
It was
anything, but I'm
never
not gonna
kidnap.
stop you.
It was
that
never
was
kidnapped.
As long as we get where we're going.
Kev's like, as long
don't
as
care
I
who the
have
Uber
to
driver
physically
is.
do it, it's okay.
That provides context to that. That's good. Our captain might be a cuck.
Definitely is.
And then I wrote Captain not Importat and QMD Lovelace in brackets supposedly a baddie.
No, so, cross that out. Is a baddie. Remember, we had like
Oh
a
my
10-minute
God.
session
So,
after
Oh,
the
yeah, but-
Craig-
but, like,
Craig
canonically, we
Scott
haven't met
is-
them yet.
Craig Scott is so like already just like.
Dude, I can't
Yeah,
wait
I
till I fuck Scotty's daughter.
It's sister, okay?
Sister.
It's
Our
a big
boats-
fuck family.
Trained in a whip,
It's alright.
Oh,
a knife,
oh,
and is deadly with a fork.
No.
oh.
If anyone knows how deadly she is, it is Craig.
Let's
I see you
point
played
out
Knife
she's
Spoony
been
before.
trained by an
I'd
assassin
like to play Spoony with you.
in whip, knife, fork.
No,
Fork.
the assassin didn't train the whip. The assassin didn't train the whip.
Oh.
No, that's true. Was also trained. Is also trained in firearms, so she knows her way around a cannon or two.
Dude, she sets,
Hey!
she sets her arms on
I'm
fire
in.
and goes to town on people.
Well, she is a tiefling.
I knew someone like that once in a different campaign.
He was a good
Anyway.
fella.
Anyway, continue. You're doing
anyway.
such a good job, Steve.
Thanks.
Yeah,
the next
that's a
one
really good
I
recap.
wrote down, which I might say at the end of session just to come back to save my own ass potentially. Our boat is a merchant ship called the Dreadwolf. Doc slept longer than normal and looks worse than normal.
Oh, that's right. That's
And
where
I-
we were waking up.
Yeah, I put at bottom, we paused at we are having brekkie due to technical issues.
Yeah, we ended up.
Oh, technical
right.
issues.
That's
Yeah,
right. We
we had to
finished a
stop.
whole half hour
Yeah.
early.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
It,
yes.
it really screwed us up, didn't it? Like,
Oh.
So yeah, we are picking up at having brekkie. Doc
No,
looking
we weren't
just
even picking
god
up
awful.
having brekkie. We literally
We
That
were
was
just
still in
picking
really
up.
Doc's room.
So,
I'd ordered brekkie.
Steve,
it
you have
ended on-
inspiration for doing the recap. It ended with you guys looking down at Doc and Doc looking awful and Doc being like, I don't want to answer questions because Scotty's like, I don't want to be the center of attention, and everyone's like, get wrecked. This is the time.
thought you
my
were
boy."
I
walking
think it
out
was
the
more
door.
like I can't talk because I've got a fucking mad ass cough tonight.
Matt asked what?
I could
Yeah.
cough.
Yeah,
I could not
real
speak
world
last
Scotty.
time.
Yeah, real world Scotty couldn't actually speak. So,
I was so sick, man.
so yes. So with
I was
that,
like, please do not make me speak tonight. No, it's okay.
I will apologise
Yes.
that I myself still have a bit of a cough. I think you do too, Scotty.
Got bronchitis.
Yeah.
Yeah, lingering.
Unfortunately. But with that, we jump in with everyone standing around Doc and Doc looking like death itself.
What's wrong with you guys?
What's
You're
wrong
not
with you?
looking the best.
I'm not. Well, you caught me in bed. You know, I haven't put my face on for the day.
The dawn.
All right,
you go.
back up, back up.
Do you just need coffee or something?
Do you need a hug?
No, I prefer not to be touched, Budge. Thank you.
New day, new token color.
Only thing that's important to
Oh,
tie is color of his token.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's autumn.
You're looking a little orange today, Cal.
I'm like 99% sure you can't call me that.
I mean, it's the color.
I'm pretty sure you're just changing the subject because you don't want to talk about why you're all sweaty and disgusting lying in
All
bed.
right, look, you're standing on my fluffy boot right there. Get off it. My sock. I mean, get off it. All right, I need to pick it up.
I'd like to point out I'm not standing on his fluffy sock, Kevin. He's lying to you all.
You look down, and Cal is
Oh.
definitely standing on one of my socks.
Roll for it, motherfucker.
Ah,
Roll for
do I have
sock.
to roll for that?
Roll for sock.
Roll.
What do
for-
I roll?
You
No,
roll
you
sock.
don't.
Come on.
No.
It's a D7.
Oh, 23. I'm not standing on
I'm
anyone's
just
socks.
improving.
Okay, so
No,
with
but
that,
you don't know what you've got to beat yet.
you're not
Anything to
standing on a
challenge the
sock.
dice.
We move on from the sock.
Okay. She likes us looking at her food menus, but not socks. All right.
No, we can talk.
Alright,
we can
alright.
talk in depth about fluffy socks when you go to the Fluffy Sock Emporium.
I got socks. I definitely have a pair because Kevin bought some for me.
Fluffy
Oh
or
yeah.
I
They
like
got
that.
little
Socks.
grippies on the
Uh,
bottom.
Yeah.
Grippy
Country.
socks are out.
Who's Doc yelling at?
All right. Can I just get dressed, please?
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll meet
Are
you
you
all
looking to leave
downstairs.
then?
Yeah, I'll meet you downstairs.
Dodge will not move.
Okay.
Budge
It
doesn't
is
even
not
avert eyes.
polite to stand and watch someone dress themselves.
Sorry. Now Dodge will move.
Thank you.
So.
I'm
those
gonna
of
wait
you-
just outside the door for Doc.
You're waiting outside.
Oh,
the door?
okay. Well,
What about
as
everybody else?
as soon as everyone leaves, well, I'll say as soon as everyone leaves, if Cal is standing behind, he hears Doc have like a massive coughing fit once the door's closed.
Can you give me it? Can you cough
No.
for me?
No, you.
No, I'm not
me
coughing again.
Give me a taste of coughing.
Cough for me, Zaddy.
There you go.
Fucking cough.
Tegan did it
There
for
you
you.
go.
Thanks.
It was involuntary, but she still did it.
It helped. Thank you. Yeah. So you hear the sound of Doc basically bending over and coughing to the point of retching.
Yeah. We've been there lately. Too real.
Hello,
Kevin, did you go downstairs, or are you waiting with?
I left immediately.
Okay, so as you make your way downstairs,
What
as
places to be?
Cal is waiting for Doc, you stroll downstairs where you see Lan downstairs sitting hoeing into a pastry. Sitting on a table not far away, though, appears to be a familiar little wizened face. Looking slightly different. He does look like he has seen some travel, seen some rough times.
I thought you meant the kid.
No, Lan is sorry, talking about the kid, sorry, just had to give the look at my
I was sitting there thinking, like, what's wrong with the kid?
no, sitting on okay, so Lan is on one table. On a table a couple of rows over, you see a familiar wizened little face looking in a dusty, desert-worn cloak, looking a little bit beat up, but a little bit sunburned, sitting with his feet dangling off of the chair because he can't reach the ground. Kevin, you realise you have been joined by your strange little friend, Hes A Blackcloak. He found you. Somehow.
He's found us? Has he seen us?
I don't know. Roll
Can
a
we run?
perception, Hes.
Oh. Okay.
So far as I'm missing little Cal, he doesn't know who Cal is. Problem solved.
The problem
No, I
is
don't know
little
who Cal
Cal
is,
looks like
so-
older Cal, and
Does he know who Little Cal is?
He doesn't know who Cal is. Full
I
stop.
don't know who
Oh,
Cal
no.
is, full stop. He
no,
doesn't
that is
exist.
correct.
Yeah, so he's
When
not
will
going
they
to know
look
who Little Cal is.
Actually,
We can bail.
Yeah.
yeah, no.
Little Cal.
No, because
Am
it
I
happened
rolling?
outside
Not
of-
rolling? What am I
Roll.
doing?
You are rolling a perception to see Kevin come down the stairs. Let's
Yeah,
point
to
that
see
out.
if you can see us.
Yeah, with a 10.
Eek.
You hear the heavy footfalls of Budge, basically. I was trying to think of a nice way, like really cool way to make you sound not, well, impressive, but not heavy, but chunky kind of thing. Yeah, I was trying to avoid that. I was,
Wow.
no, I was
Write
like-
write that down, Steve.
I was
Budge
trying
gets
to avoid
bullied.
that. I was trying to avoid that because, you know,
Dear
Little
diary.
shaming.
Budge's
He's big
fat
mouth.
ass stupid stompy boots come down the stairs.
well,
Love you.
at this point as well, Hito has seen the uckers like running around, polishing up their little red car. The dents have been pulled out of it. The paint job has been repaired.
Well, nice to see you all again. Few new faces.
Hi, little fella.
Little man! You get a butt chug.
You are wrenched
I
out
guess
of your
so, I think.
seat, your feet dangling.
So, new faces?
Hi, I'm you.
No, I'm me.
No, that's me there.
Yes, that's you.
Now I'm you.
No, I'm me.
No, he's over there.
No, that's you.
No, that's me.
No, that's...
I'm you.
I'm not liking this.
Kev needed a drink.
He's like
Yeah,
the tree.
We're going to be here a while. I'm going to go order food, consume it, and then I'll come in and interject afterwards.
As you guys are standing there,
Yeah.
little Land stands up, sidles over, his hands in his pocket. He's looking distinctly green, very spring-like. He kind of sidles over to
What
you,
do-
Kevin.
What are we calling him again? Lamb.
He introduced himself as Lan.
Okay.
I thought it was Lil Cal.
No, that's
thought
what
it was
Cal
London
calls him.
Cal.
That's what Cal calls him.
like-
Because he's like, I hate it.
I thought it was Cal, but better in
It's
every
like a
way.
rapper name.
No, Good Cal. It's Good Cal. That's what it is. We've
No,
got
it's
Good
Lil
Cal, and
Cal.
we've got Good Cal, and we have Cal.
Cal. Okay, so Len with an N.
It's because Cal's name
The
is
land.
Callan.
Like
Helen.
Callan, and he goes by Land.
Oh,
Land.
A-N. I can't hear. Def.
Like a land pod.
Like a
Yeah,
land
so they
party.
stand next to each other, they're Kellen.
Damn it, Quinn.
No, that's the worst part.
But if they stand in the wrong order, then it's Lenkel.
The worst part is, Ty, you didn't realize that that's what I was going for.
Callan. I get it!
Wait, really?
Ah.
Wait, no one picked up on that.
I didn't pick up on that in the slightest.
Really?
Guys, I'm supposed to be the dumb one. This is gimmick infringement.
I don't even put it together. I just thought it was Land because I was like, oh, he's already taken the good part, so he just took the other one that you had.
Oh my god.
The other one?
Two parts in it. Cal and Land. And it's like, well, it can't be Cal.
Love it.
So, are we-
Doc is making his way downstairs at this point, by the
Well,
way. And I'm
I,
assuming
Carol
Cal
because
is...
is
I
looking
believe
out.
Cal is standing outside your door. So you open the door.
Well, I didn't take that long to get dressed, so...
Which way does the door open? Inwards or outwards?
Inwards.
Oh, he doesn't hit
Or-
Cal
yeah,
with the
they
door.
No.
But I will probably just, like, walk and then get a little bit of a shock.
Can I spend a story point to make it outwards, or is that not this
No,
game?
that's not how this works.
You have story points in fucking.
Please. We need story points.
We have them in Power Rangers.
Yeah, that was.
Yep.
That was.
I actually petitioned
Oh,
to add story points later at some point.
thought
Alright,
you
no,
got
I
story
come out
points
and I
in
bump
the
into
game.
Cal and I...
Yes,
Oh,
you bump into Cal.
I thought you went downstairs, Cal.
No, I'm just waiting for you. You didn't seem too healthy in there.
I'm alright. I just, yeah, a little under the weather, but I think some food maybe will be... I don't know, my tummy's a little bit off, but I think I'm hungry.
Mm-hmm, if you say so. I'm not buying
Yeah.
this for a fucking second, God, just so you know.
Old perception then, dog, or whatever.
Whatever.
No, he doesn't have to roll.
That was out of character, I'm
He doesn't
assuming.
have to roll
Yeah, that was
perception,
the
but
dog.
if...
He can not believe it, but like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can choose not to believe it. If you would like to, you can roll an
But why
insight.
mention it to God if you don't believe it? Is my point. What was the point of that if you're not going to do anything with it?
I
Obviously, you're not a religious man, Kevin. You
I-
don't keep God up to date.
I'm
with
sorry,
the-
you were
I
talking
generally-
to Tegan, you were talking to
I
your physical
generally-
God. You're
I-
like, just by the way, God.
I generally don't require inter-party insight checks unless
Yeah.
you guys specifically want to, because
I'll
you
let
guys know
curl
each
it.
other at this point. So,
A little.
so
Up an iron, big
Cal,
boy.
Ty, if you don't believe Doc, then you don't believe him. It's up to you how you want to proceed.
I've travelled with Doc for like
Yeah.
a month and a half now at this point,
Yeah.
plus alone, and plus all that other.
Oh,
He's
that's
full of
right.
Shit.
You guys are
He's,
like,
he's definitely looking worse than you've seen him in that time.
yes.
Exactly, full of
Yes.
shit.
I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point, but he looks a little better right now
That's-
than he
that's
did
Doc
when he was
once-
asleep.
Yeah, Doc once said in his sleep, he rolled over, he said, "Cal, you're my best friend." And that's it. I know he's lying.
I'm gonna roll inside on that one. It's not. He's not saying
Should
this.
go down his
He's
throat.
not saying this in
Okay.
character. It's fine. But anyway,
I mean, the question is,
we'll go downstairs.
you go downstairs, okay, where Kevin and the others are talking to Hito, but you are watching this back and forth between Hito and you, and Lan has come up to stand next to Kevin, and he's like, "It's gonna go on for a while, isn't it?"
No.
Absolutely good, Cal.
Just out of character, what was Cal's last interaction? I remember Hito completely, don't I?
You remember Hito.
You
Hito
remember
doesn't
me.
know who you are.
Yeah.
And I remember him being unhinged.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'm about to add to that, because as you come down the stairs with Doc, my conversation with you stops because I lock eyes on my target.
Doc's more of a Kmart kind of guy.
That's not
Straight at
good.
Doc.
Just
Uh,
fireball right at him.
I
Are you
would like,
throwing food?
I would like to use my reaction to let's go. Sure, defensive blink, and I'm gonna take Doc and I out of here.
Wait,
If you're firing a fucking fireball at us.
So you're throwing a
Sorry, I'm
fireball
just
at Doc?
testing this. I haven't used it before. Yeah, I'm gonna need that later.
Yeah.
He's just making sure.
I'm just making sure it works. I'm just testing.
So you're
What is this? Like Power Rangers?
So you're throwing a fireball at Doc. You need to roll the
How wooden
fireball.
is the?
Doc needs to make a dex save. Cal, you also need to make a dex save to see if you can.
He's doing his reaction to blink them out.
Okay, so he is going to. I mean, we're not in combat, so. But okay.
Yeah.
So, first things before you use your reaction to blink him out, you actually have to roll a dex. I suppose a dex to see if you get in fast enough.
Dex to see if I get him fast enough. Oh,
As
don't
in,
like that.
grab Doc and whoop.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
With the dex save on that, no, you do not. However,
Can I also?
Yeah, Doc and
you grab Doc.
I just want to.
What would you like to say?
That's all right. I'll just let it happen. If I mean, do I see the fireball coming? That's what
Yes! Everyone sees the
Yeah,
fireball coming.
It's a fireball.
because I can. Like, do I get a reaction?
You have to make a dex save to see if you're hit by the fireball.
But how does that work? Because our reactions can be spent on
You're
my
not in combat. It's the first attack, so you don't get a reaction. You're not technically in combat till you
Yeah.
hit by the fireball. Then you'll have a reaction. So Tegan's letting you roll a dex save in order to like
See if you grab
not
him.
be hit by the
And
fireball.
I'm waiting to
Evade
see-
it.
I'm
doesn't
waiting
happen
to-
when we
No, no,
attack
no.
an NPC.
It does if you sneak attack them.
Yes.
He's not sneak attacking. We see him.
It's
You still have.
Okay.
Regardless,
You'll be caught off guard by the fireball.
you're not expecting
classed as
Hito.
surprised.
Yeah, it's classed
I
as
guess it would be
surprise.
cast as surprise.
Yes, if you
He
need.
said surprise. It's a free.
However, I'm waiting to see what Doc rolls before I tell you what happens, Ty.
Okay, so you
Let
want me to
me-
roll a dex?
Yes, please.
Okay. Well, I'm not very dexterous, so.
You are
I got an
indeed.
18.
It's
So there you go.
okay.
Oh,
that's
It
enough.
is. It is enough that you beat
I'm
it.
used to there being fire around Cal all the time in taverns.
You are lucky
Yeah,
enough.
so what did Doc want to do?
Oh, it doesn't matter now because I was just going to counterspell it, but I
Well, you
didn't
could
see
do
it.
that.
So,
You do it
no,
faster.
because this is exactly what
react
happened. So,
faster.
Cal, you see the fireball coming. You manage to grab Doc. But you can feel that it's getting pretty toasty. So you do manage to blink. Where are you blinking to?
The last thing I saw was Little Cow, so I'm gonna blink us both to Little Cow.
So you blink yourself closer to the insane little wizard man as Doc, as you rematerialize into a completely different spot, you actually manage to cast the counterspell and recalibrate on a dime, basically, to figure out where you are to cast the counterspell. And so, Hito, you watch as your fireball just vanishes. But they are closer to you now.
They're in stabbing.
Hito,
You're in stabbing.
Hito,
was
I know
cool.
that you may want to have some words with me. Maybe we could actually use words instead of fireballs. Or at the very least, take this outside, not in the tavern with all these innocent people.
Oh, fine. And I'll
That's what
shut
we
the
used to do
wall
back
off.
home. We would always take it out outside.
I shut the door behind Hito as he walked out of it and lock it.
So you walk up.
Like the door is gonna contain him.
It might
It's a master
be able to
plan.
do
Oh, we've got a door. Now we're inside, and he's got fire.
He might be a
Can he
vampire.
pick locks?
You never know. Is Hito a vampire? Let's find out.
He's
It's no
maybe a
longer-
vampire. He can't come in any longer.
He's
Wait a
gonna be
second.
invited. I like.
Guarantee
What's
within
happening?
2 sentences he could convince Budge to invite him in.
I wait out there for a few minutes.
The
Wait a
DC
second.
is 1 to convince Budge to let you in, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just wait on Tegan before I decide on what I do. So
Check your DMs, Craig.
I say
Yeah.
fireball and back.
No, I've got something else. I don't need that, remember?
Okay, so
I'd like to point out
Oh,
that
yeah,
he's
I'll-
currently
I'll-
sitting
yeah,
outside, and we just leave him
Actually-
outside.
Okay.
Actually, I just thought of something. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
okay,
I'm
so
like the other things. But either way, so I wait for a little bit outside. I don't come and knock.
yep.
And when you don't come out,
Well, I wasn't say I wasn't coming out.
Well,
I didn't say that.
I mean, Hito's not very patient. And
Yeah.
there-
Give me
there's
a second.
No, because this is the thing. I believe Hito went out, Cal raced over, closed the tavern door behind him and locked it, of which the tavern owner is now watching at you, barring her business to other people who would like to come in.
I'm just going to look at her and go, did you not
Also-
see the fucking fireball? He just tried to burn your tavern down.
You think
I'd like to
this-
think while that's happening, Doc's just like flipping enough.
I am eating some bacon first,
Then
and I'm gonna take some stranger's coffee and just take a big swig of this coffee. All right, thank you, sir. I'm gonna make my way outside, so I'll unlock the door.
Are you sure about this?
Oh, can I cast guidance on him before he goes?
Yeah,
To the thing? How long does that last? I haven't used it before.
I believe
A minute.
guidance lasts a minute.
A minute.
Right as he walks out the door, I'm gonna slap him on the back and tell him good luck.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, now.
I'll walk out.
Are we really going to condone
Where's Hito standing?
this?
What's
in the
happening?
middle of the street, like the old western shootout.
Yeah. Doc will
got,
walk
like-
out to meet him.
He's got a holster with a fireball in it.
Hey, Cam, can you do me a
Ready.
favour?
Got a big head.
Doc walks out to meet
Can you
him.
go and turn your front porch light on for me?
Who?
You.
Oh, I can.
Who? Me?
Yeah, you too. You can turn your front porch light on if you want.
I'll just do it.
Okay.
We are 20 paces from each other.
Doc, Hito, you are out in the streets of the Cascade Isles between
25
water-
feet, I would say.
between the water temple and the tavern.
Now, Hito, if you got a problem with me, you might as well come out and say it.
I said it last time. I left you to look after these people, and you lost one.
Yeah, we did. Do you know anything about what happened?
Yeah, you lost one.
I don't think that's quite fair to say.
Hang
Who's
on,
this
Cal.
stranger?
I got this. I got this, Cal. He's actually your friend and companion, Cal.
Never seen him before.
He's irrelevant right now, anyway.
Wow, okay.
Now,
You
Hito.
literally see him just crouch on the ground, hands in his head with the butt.
if you okay, at least Cal can roll an insight on this thing, at least. And tell me what you get.
Roll dice.
And I will.
9. I don't know anything.
Okay, you fucking don't know anything. Don't worry about it. You're cut.
I'm too busy
Cut to
crying.
the core. You cut to the core. Alright. Hito, we had to say farewell to Hudson. And believe me, I tried everything in my power to try to save him. He refused. It was his choice to move on. If it makes you feel better to take a swing at me, here I am.
I am.
But I'm already hurting more than anything that you could do to me.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge.
We'll see about that.
Come on, guys, we're friends. Don't fight.
Little land hands like
Do you have anything you want to say?
two copper to you going, I got money on the little dude.
I mean, well, I could back up Doc, but
I have many things to say. But I'm just... You know what? You said I... Ah!
Would you feel better if you fireballed me?
No, I think when I wiped out that entire race of creatures, it probably took all the fight out of me.
Was this
What do you
like
do?
today or?
Oh, yesterday.
Oh.
Been there, brother.
Did he just say he committed genocide?
Do you want to see the benefits of my genocide, little creature? Unknown individual?
Did you just call me little? I literally tower over you, tiny little man.
Ha!
Even the
In
kid's
physical
taller than you.
In physical stature, yes. But in grandness and power and intellect, no.
How come there's one of you standing over there by yourself and I'm over here surrounded by... I look to make sure Kevin's not listening. Friends.
We're friends?
Uh,
I'm not listening. You're lucky. You're lucky this time.
Out of respect. And I don't want to budge. I'll let this lie.
Smile.
Attaboy.
Hito, I sort of like take another 5 paces towards Hito just so he can hear me and others find it harder at least to hear me. We could put on a show for them if you wanted to.
I don't find it hard.
Kevin hears that. He just chooses to not listen to Cal.
There's just like these townsfolk gathering around and we're standing there in the middle of the street. Doc summons a mage hand. Behold! My magical fist of justice. I'll send my mage hand towards Hito and make it look like it punches him in the face.
I will disappear into my inky black teleport as I get supposedly punched.
Oh, damn, Hito is way too powerful for me to hit. Terrible acting, by the way.
Lan, I'd like to point out they're not always this idiotic.
I mean,
Oh,
Just confused with the game.
I'm not surprised.
Let's-
You know? Given some of the friends that you used to hang around with, these guys are pretty much par for the course. At least they're fun.
Craig's just like, what can I use? No insect plagues. That kills children.
Please no, not again. I can't go through it again.
I'll just,
Did you just... That moment was crazy. I'm just... Oh.
I just realized I've had a massive time moment of little cow is just like, what is my accent?
I will come back and I'll waste one for today, and I'll literally, as you know, the darkness extends from me. I start turning the entire area black.
Oh, damn.
My eyes go black. You want a show?
Is it still part of the game?
I do.
Yay! Show!
Just for
I go to
Hito, you get from the crowd apparently a young boy who kind of looks a little bit like Cow, and the new guy, apparently me, you, we, whatever his name is, they seem to be digging this.
Alright, let me quickly read up on this. So, the first thing I do is I then raise my hands. I'm going to fire off one of my new toys. And, what is it called again? It is the
Tactical
Desiccation
Mute.
Field.
I was close.
That sounds
And
scary.
you watch
He turns into
these
desiccated coconut.
dirt tornadoes, 4 of them form around me and circle around me.
Damn.
And then I'm going to fire off an old one as well. From our little underwater friend that we had a long time ago. And I'm just going to lean forward and scream, and my face just peels open, and there's this horrifying vision of, well, just this horrifying vision.
Yep.
And it's what I got from the Banshee. So anyone looking at my disturbed, twisted face has to succeed a
There's a lot of
wisdom-
people.
Yeah.
Just say. DC.
Roll for poop. Roll for poop.
Where's the DC? My spell save DC is 17. So.
Damn, son. That's a fail.
Kevin's okay.
I got it. Let me tell you.
Doc
Let's go
drops to
again.
his...
I'm gonna go ahead and do one of these ones.
Cal, you watch as little
Stop
cow is watching
Get that out of
avidly,
there.
like, heck yeah. Do you try to like grab his head and like be like, no, don't, child, don't look at the terrifying man?
I've already got his wrist. As this starts to unfold, I'm gonna like spin him into my chest, and I'm going to be ready to blink out of here at a moment's notice.
Look at Cal
And I'm
saving
just-
himself.
Have a cuddle with your big brother.
What was the DC?
17.
Fuck, that doesn't help.
Really high.
I'm ready to use something, but it doesn't help.
You could use your
So
advantage.
what exactly does your horrifying visage do, Hito?
It basically gives you the frightened effect.
Yeah.
Good.
So I was gonna say, Doc immediately drops to his knees and says, "Hito, please forgive me." Like screaming out loud. Oh.
Why
I
do
turn
I
it
get...
all off and go, yeah, sure.
Oh, my heart. Doc is like sweating and pale.
Get off me, Cal. You
Budge may have sprung a lake.
Oh my god. Is there a puddle under him?
There's also a small shark that's just
Okay.
circling his legs. So,
As like the crowd sort of dissipates, and you know Cal is kind of standing nearby, Doc is like to Cal, "What is with Hito and you?"
Oh, he doesn't remember me.
Do I remember that? I can't remember that.
no, you weren't there. You just
Scott
know...
remembers it, but Doc, I don't know if
Yeah,
Doc
Doc
does.
doesn't remember because Cal and Hito came back, and then Hito's like, "Who the hell are you?" Yada yada yada, and you guys are like trying to explain to him, and he's like, "I have no idea who this man is. I've never seen this man before in my life."
Was it Leviathan that explained what happened?
Yes.
Someone.
yeah. No, actually, yeah, because when we had the Hudson thing, sorry, it was at the end of last year. Yeah, because then when you were in the void and Doc was trying to save Hudson, Hito was there, and Leviathan explained that Hito had severed any threads of recognition that tied you together
Because he
in the
warned
tapestry.
him.
Yeah,
He warned him that while it could be a good thing, it was also a bad thing.
yeah.
So yeah, basically he doesn't remember who I am.
Will he remember if you reintroduce yourself, or?
No. This is the other thing that Leviathan said. He can never re-establish those threads.
You know, stank maidens or whatever they were.
Skein witches.
Thank maiden.
6 or
It's
1.
pretty close, but not close at all. You know, like.
Point of the matter, that is which he has forgotten me and he cannot ever remember me.
But
I remember seeing a picture of you.
Oh, no you don't. We've been through this.
Yes, I do. You were... Oh, one of the guild halls I was doing contracting for. You were some pleb that was trying to beat my scores.
Don't think I've ever been a pleb before.
Well, you certainly didn't get Monster Hunter of the Month.
I don't remember ever trying to be Monster Hunter of the Month, if I'm honest with you.
Have you ever tried for Hito's other recognition award?
Biggest fuck
Serial
I've
Killer
ever
of the
met.
Month? No, Serial Killer of the Month.
No, I
That
can't say I
is-
honestly have.
So not true.
I also haven't committed any genocide today, so Hito seems to be winning on so many fronts.
Okay, brag about
I
it.
haven't committed any today, but it is a new day, so let's see what happens, shall we?
Ooh, I was going to ask a really bad question then. Says Doc out loud.
guys,
Laughter.
guys. I hate to
Who are you? Oh,
I
Lil Cal.
I
Yeah.
hate to be like, you know,
You go senile, old
The
man.
I hate to be like the responsible one, but didn't you guys book a ship to leave at like.
Oh shit!
7
What time is
a.m.?
that leaving?
If you let him
It's-
finish his sentence.
It's 6:45. Oh wait, I don't have a watch. Why am I looking at my watch?
It's not
You do have a watch. You've got a pendant. You've like,
Yeah, but I'm looking at this. I've
He's
got
looking at a
I've got
wristwatch.
like a pocket one. Yeah.
Yeah, I like. Not to be the responsible one. Didn't you guys book a ship with like? You know.
oh,
Guys, we
little-
start running like cartoon characters down to the dock.
Not before we lean down. I'm like, oh, little Callan, you should know this. When you pay for something like a service, they have to wait on you. That's how it works.
And
I
I'll
hate to
tell
tell
him that
you,
we didn't
idiot.
pay.
They didn't pay for anything. They went
Well,
with
in
the
that
free
case,
service.
you better learn how to teleport awfully quick, then, little man. And I'm gone.
But we got to get our stuff.
Oh shit! We run back. Get else.
God.
Just a quick little detour back.
You quickly grab your stuff. You head down. The one thing that you do remember, just me reminding Kevin, this captain was happy to wait for you, and all you needed was to provide companionship.
If you give me the name of the ship, I can send a messenger duck.
No.
What did you just say?
Yeah.
He's got the crown of ducks.
Messenger. Duck?
Yep.
This is getting too much. Budgie's gonna lose his fucking mind.
You can
Might
do
be
that.
useful to feed that thing at your feet too.
I got him breakfast. Don't worry.
You see the remains of a small dinosaur in the opening of the alley.
It had a little collar on. That
It
said
did.
Rose.
What?
It did. It had a little collar that said Rocky.
Just out of curiosity, who did we feed my dinosaur to?
The little bunny shark. You wanted to be rid of the dinosaur.
No,
I got rid of a
No,
problem.
no, I bought him turkey, taters, and beans. I didn't want no dinosaur.
This is the thing with pets. If you ask Kevin, you've got to keep a really close eye on them because you never know who they'll eat.
Also, softly, I think out of session.
Ty was
Rocky
like, please.
asked to be disposed of.
Yeah. Out of session, Rocky was
Yeah,
asked
but
to
I
be
want-
disposed of.
I wanted to give him to an orphanage just to lay havoc there. But
I mean, in future, you'll learn to be more specific.
Fucking eat Rocky?
I would like
Careful
to point
what you
out-
wish for. Is what I
I walk over, I give a little cross, I'm like, R.I.P. little buddy, you'll be probably forgotten about instantly, and I'm gone.
Gone, but immediately forgotten.
The bunny shark, little fish, stands at your feet, bud.
I would like
His
to
little
put
tail-
Rocky's collar on the bunny shark.
Oh my
He's
god.
standing at your
I'm just like,
little fish, bud, just standing at your feet, looking up at you with big soulful eyes, his little shark tail wagging back and forth happily. Like he's expecting me to be praised that he's done a good thing.
honestly, Stephen, if you are okay with it, I would like to put Rock's collar on the
I
little
don't care anymore.
I literally...
I'm like begging to God I fail this fucking roll.
Some bread.
Oi!
I don't notice the body. I don't notice the body.
No, you don't notice.
I don't notice the body.
So you just have a good
Maybe the
boy
most
at your
thoughtful
feet
gift I've
looking
ever
up
been
at you, looking up at you for positive affirmation that
wonder
he's
what-
done good.
Because you're my Wonder White, Kev.
Oh, well done, boy. I don't know what you did, but well done. I'm not. Oh my god.
I'm sorry, Steve.
So you've accidentally raised a killer. What to do next?
I'm never gonna fucking hear the end of this.
Don't worry. People raise killers all the time. I'll give you a pat as I walk past.
For example, his parents.
Budge has no idea what
Right.
you guys are talking about.
He's sleeping.
You, I don't think... He, I mean, he could be
He's
sleeping as a
sleeping.
skeleton. Okay, fair enough.
I'm assuming
He's
you're
sleeping.
walking and talking.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've grabbed some seeds out of my pocket. I've thrown it over top of him, and I've just started growing little plants on the remains.
Aww, That's
We
so
not want
sweet.
not.
You, I'd like to point out if he didn't get eaten, I was going to say, would you like the dinosaur? But alas, they chopped the dinosaur, Daddy.
Not the dinosaur.
That's
Best part is I've got a
Oh.
sweet balls bag now.
So,
Alright, Squeaky, gotta be very careful around that one. He hasn't got manners yet.
he looks up at you. Little fish looks up at you, also happily wagging his tail, because he's a good boy.
His name is Jerry Jr.
Okay.
No, his name's actually Rocky. Learn to read his collar.
I will murder you in your sleep.
No, he ate Rocky, therefore he gained all of Rocky's power and his title.
So with that, you guys finally get down to the docks, and you start looking for, this ship known as the Dreadwolf. Eventually, you lay eyes on a ship with 4 sails down it. It's very well kept. It has beautiful paintwork in blues and golds, with the name printed perfectly on the back. It looks like a pretty decently wealthy merchant ship. It doesn't seem to be too heavily stuffed. From what you can see, the gangplank is down, and just across the top, one side of the gangplank, a sign has been affixed, and you can see that it's this beautifully hand-designed, hand-written sign, just saying, "Welcome, Kevin and the Kevins."
Hell yes.
There are even like some little balloons tied to it that are just gently shifting in the breeze.
Someone is keen to have friends.
You have no idea.
Is this the ship?
Got our name on it.
I'd just like to point out, as someone who kills people for a living, that screams murderer.
Yeah, but then that gives you opportunities to do your thing. So
Oh, you want this ship? Okay, no probs. And I start marching on the boat.
No, for God's
Too late.
sake.
roll for initiative.
Kev
He's
just
going-
wants to be captain again.
He's going to
I'm
fucking
gonna be captain. One thing or another.
Okay, so you make your way up the
And I'll
gangplank.
call out to Hito, save the hat.
Who is the first one onto the ship?
Me. Unless Hito's marched off.
The little angry midget
marched
is the
off.
first one.
If he's too quick.
Hito, you get to the top of the gangplank, and there at the top of the gangplank is waiting a gentleman who is about as tall as you are. He has quite spindly legs, quite a stout little body with a pink dress coat on. He's got a very nice hat with a large pink fluffy ostrich feather coming out the top. He has quite green skin, very large, bulbous red eyes. He is indeed a grung. And this is, you get the impression, is the captain. As he comes over to you, and you can see that he's wearing gloves. And he has his hands out to you as he goes,
Oh, hello. Are you the Kevin?
No.
Oh, so you're one of the other Kevins?
Well, that's not entirely true either.
My manifesto says that I'm supposed to be transporting Kevin and the Kevins.
Well, they're Kevin and the Kevins, and I'm the +1.
Oh, well, the more the merrier. Come on in, come on in. I'll have to make sure that we've got... do you need to sleep? Do you not need to sleep? Do you just need a little box to be sat in? I've been learning so much.
Well, I can sort of look after myself. I have a question for you, though.
Okay.
Have you seen the Twisting Horrors of the Void?
Yes.
Huh. Oh, okay then. And I'll just walk off onto the ship somewhere.
he kind of gives you a little smile and turns to the next person coming up the gangplank. Just waiting
Hello.
for you to...
Hello, are you the Kevin?
I am the Kevin.
Oh, well, welcome aboard the Dreadwolf, sir. We hope that you are going to have a lovely trip with us. I've been told that you're going straight on through to Mayor Esker, but which will give us it'll give us a bit of time to get to know each other, roughly 3 weeks or so, but I'm happy to make some stops along the way. We can turn this into a bit of a cruise. We can get to know each other. We can stop at the local towns and stop in for some luau's or something. You know, just all that kind of fun stuff.
Sounds excellent.
Now, I do need to know as well,
And
does
then-
anyone have any dietary requirements or allergies that I should know about? Because the last thing we want on the Importat cruise line is that we don't want anyone to have any unfortunate accidents. At least not on board. the
We
ship.
do have a couple. The big metal one needs rocks,
Rocks, okay.
and the moody-looking orange one is allergic to seafood.
Alright, well, the gentleman that requires rocks, does he have a particular preference? Money is no object, obviously, so we can get the finest grade marble or basalt, or, if he prefers more mineral-rich gemstones, we can do that as well.
And then I'll go, Budge, what's your favorite rock?
Dwayne.
Dwayne. Alright, look at me. 12 Dwayne. We're gonna turn to cannibalism on this boat ride a little quickly.
I mean, that might be a little difficult. I might have to reach out to some of the earth elementals. I might have to talk to the chieftain of the rock tribe, Balboa. So, I just have to make sure that, we can
Fair enough.
accommodate you.
Outplayed.
I actually heard that Dwayne falls mainly on the plane.
Oh, I hadn't heard that one before. Have you spent a lot of time in the air realm?
I spent a lot of time in the air.
Oh, well, that's
That
fun.
would be the clouds, was the, You spend a lot of time with your head in the clouds.
Oh, I'm not that tall.
Well, come on board. I can make sure that we'll make sure that I will make sure that Dee makes sure that there is no seafood. The last thing I want is your friend who is allergic to seafood to have any reactions or anything like this. I warn you, Jeffrey Rush is on board somewhere. I don't know where he's hiding right now,
Oh, is he in Baker Street?
but don't worry, he is taking care of the rat problem. He is on the board.
What?
Budge doesn't understand this reference.
You'll find him eventually. He's the ship's
What's up?
pet.
What's the problem with the rats?
They eat all of our food on a long journey and potentially lead us to pestilence.
Oh, okay.
That or he's making unknown alliances with them and, making unholy pacts. That could happen too. Who knows?
Oh, okay.
Like I said, you'll know Jeffrey Rush when you see him.
I'd like to lean over and whisper in Kevin's ear. Are you sure about this? It's not too late to get another boat.
And then I'll just look the ship up and down, and I'll be like, this is a very fine vessel.
Okie dokie.
Well, thank you. If you give me a moment, I'll get Dee, my quartermaster, to come out and show you to your accommodations. As you can see, it's not a very big ship. Down the back here is, if you go all the way through, you get to my bedroom. But we do have the eating quarters, which can lead you downstairs to where we've got all of our tradable goods and things like that. But at the front here is Dee's bedroom, and your bedroom is right next to it, with access to hammocks for those who would like them and whatnot. So, but Dee, I guess here. And you watch as the door opens, and out steps a
Finally, the main event.
A 20-something-year-old tiefling. She has pinkish grey skin, light pale pink hair tied in braids, and she just she's got fitted leathers in. It is very fine quality leathers that she's wearing, in shades of blues and greens. She has quite gauzy linen clothes as well. She's kind of got an air of nobility about her. She walks very assuredly. You can see she has a number of things on her hip. The first of which is, you see that there is a whip secured on one side. On the other, you see that she has a holster with a strange metal device in it. She also has 2 holsters under her arms with more of these metal devices. You also see that she has a rapier, and just tucked into one pocket, just down by her boot, just by her ankle, you see that there seems to be just a fork tucked in there. And she comes out.
Oh, so you're Kevin and the Kevins.
Cal's literally too stunned to speak.
Yeah, that's right. Would you like a banana?
Banana.
I certainly take a banana. You never know when you can use them. And I do know that you can make some delicious things out of peels, but if you'll follow me, I've got a room over here for you. Have many of you travelled into the Dark Isles before?
I'll point at those two and be like, those two used to live there.
Oh, well that's...
I do believe she said travelled, not who used to live there, Kevin.
Basically travel.
Same thing. Doc sort of straightens up. He was leaning on the railing.
You can't flirt with yourself.
Yeah, you can. And he will. Watch it.
I just said yeah. Okay.
Also, Budge is also very shaky because of how much he hates boats. So he'll be like at the back. Not
Dude,
happy
I was gonna be at the back too. I'm like white knuckling, holding the railing.
If Budge had knuckles, they'd be white.
Doc and Budge are just like leaning on each other at this point.
You quite all right.
Yeah, just find a musty legs.
Oh, is it just seasickness or...
Something like that.
If you like, I do have certain potions and things like that that can help. If you're particularly prone to feeling quite unwell for a while, I even have some toxins and resins and things like this that can keep you quite paralyzed for a while until you feel more accommodating.
Well, I don't need to be paralyzed. Yeah. Anyway.
So,
yes, we have been to the Dark Isles before.
wait.
I have not been there since I was a child, but
Hold on a
it's been
second.
a while.
Paralyzing potion.
it's more of a venom. I have a friend who has a way to harvest quite a potent toxin. I get frequent deliveries of it. You never know
I
when
would
you're going
love
to need it against
a vial of
pirates.
that.
I'm sure you would. But I don't
So
just
they
give
are
it
more.
away, and I don't barter for it, so to get it from me, you're going to have to best me in combat.
Best you
Oh.
in combat.
He's
And-
not going to do that.
Hey Doc, how do you like being on the boat as opposed to under it?
Bud would prefer being under the boat. Is that an option?
Is there a rope ladder?
Yes, off the side, and if you like being closer to the ocean, you can go down into the hold for a while if you like. It's the closest you can get without being
Budge
in
is
the water.
already fucking sprinting to the hold.
Budgery.
Oh, we could tie a rope around
Exactly.
Budge and just like drag him.
Yeah, he can just float behind if he wants. I mean, he can talk to sharks, so they're not going to eat him, so it's all good in the
Why
hood.
don't we just chuck him out the front and let Granny pull him?
Excuse you?
You heard him?
Can you run that by me one more time, please?
Out of character.
Well,
No,
gentlemen,
in character.
this is your
He's-
room
he's
right.
bait.
This is your
Fudge
room
bait.
right here. There are. I got the impression that only some of you are going to need hammocks. Obviously, you have free
Correct.
reign of the ship. We don't lock any of the doors. We don't need to. She just gives you. She just gives you
well-
a very knowing smile.
Towards
fair
Cal?
enough. Don't transport thieves. And then I'll take Cal overboard.
And with that comment, I'll look at Doc and just.
Oh, simmer down, little man.
Wow. Hito, why are you looking at me? I thought we sorted this out.
Oh, well, that issue. I still don't trust you.
If there's anyone you shouldn't trust, it's Cal.
Yeah,
Why?
Because I have no idea who the hell he is.
Why am I untrustworthy, Doc?
You're literally a thief. What are you?
I'm. What have I ever stolen?
My heart.
My heart.
Too late.
Oh, is that the least of your problems that you've stolen in the past?
I actually haven't stolen. I'm not quite sure what they're on about, if I'm being...
He steals knowledge.
Well, we don't have a problem with that at all.
Artifacts.
To be honest, my brother.
I would like
used
to point out I put the
steal.
artifact back, thank you very much.
Young lady, don't you have a family that, takes care of you?
I have people that take
Way to
care
toot
of
your own
me,
fucking
yes.
horn.
But how come you had to end up
darling big brother that's just super sexy and strong and just the best.
in a laugh, like this?
Well,
Piracy
first
and-
of all, this is a certified merchant ship working for the Tesaro family, and they are very well renowned, and I am perfectly taken care of. In terms of what else, I'm also the ward of the Duchess Arena in the Water Realm, who is
Oh, so you're quite
third cousin to the
well
Emperor.
connected?
Yes, of course. And all of these people look after me because, well, my own family is no longer with us.
Sucks to
Well.
suck.
Yes.
Fucking
Well,
hell, Cal. I'm gonna slap Cal
actual-
up slap him back of the head.
Actual condolences to that.
Oh, it's
And the captain, not.
yes. Oh, he's a lord in
Oh.
the Water Realm. He
No, okay.
he runs a sanctuary for
This
people.
is a very well connected merchant vessel.
Did we not do a job for this exact company earlier?
The Tesaros.
Possibly.
I was gonna. Oh,
I don't think
Well,
we did a job for the Saros.
I
think we
believe.
offered some kind of deal with them, didn't we?
I believe
Yeah.
that we protected their caravan earlier for travel up to the mountains.
Yes, they.
That
Yeah.
was Tesaro Trading Company, was it not?
It
The
was.
Tesaros often give Adventuring Guild, quests and stuff. So
Like I said,
Marcus
they're
or something was his name, wasn't he? Big, tall, beefier than thou, boy.
yes, they're very well connected. Very big trading family. That tends to happen when you are able to know things about the past and the future and getting.
wait. Is this a well-known thing, Tegan? By the way,
Oh, she's just
that the
telling you.
Tesaros know about.
She's telling
Oh,
you.
so it's not necessarily a thing that is well known,
No.
but so people know about the past and the future.
Well, when you have the connections that I've got, you never know where you're going to end up or when you're going to end up, to be honest.
Maybe you should talk to Cal here.
No. You should talk to me.
I
can talk to both of you. if
Maybe
you
all
really
three of you
want.
should have a conversation, given that
I
Cal
mean-
has some experience with time
I mean,
and may need some help with it.
we have
Hey,
3
Doc.
weeks.
We all have experience with time. It's always passing. Shut the fuck
And
up.
by the way, you should let your younger self join in.
My little brother.
Yeah, your smaller version, mini me.
I'm shooting daggers at Doc.
This sounds rather an interesting story, and we're going to have 3 weeks to explore it. So, how about I let
Damn.
you settle in?
So there's
And-
Long
another
time.
forgettable one?
How about I let you settle in, and I'll get the journey underway, so we can get you off of this ship sooner rather than later. After all, you're going to need your wits about you once you get into the Dark Isles. The Dark Twin, very much, doesn't like newcomers coming into her territory.
Was the Dark Twin around when Doc was living here?
Yes. The Dark She was
Okay.
called the Dark Twin or the Dark Priestess.
I
Mhm.
would like to ask the same question.
Yes. The answer is the same, yes.
Cool.
Um,
Just making sure.
however,
double-checking.
talking to Granny, you would also know that they refer to... Granny also knows her intimately. Her name is 𝔚𝔬𝔬𝔞𝔥.
Oh.
Yeah, little out of my league yet. So I'll play nice.
I feel
For
like you
now.
should always play nice.
D...
You make more friends with honey than you do with, knives and death and shit.
So this is your room here. She allows you in, and she heads off to go and steer the ship.
I refuse to
As-
minimize the window.
As everyone's walking off, you finishes playing on his flute, and his eyes flash green. Back to normal.
Has
Everyone
he
now has
instantly?
water breathing for 24 hours.
Nice.
Oh,
Damn.
hell yeah.
Oh, that's
I really
handy.
can't drown.
Yeah, I have a water breathing apparatus too.
Did I just go immediately into the wrong room?
Doesn't matter, you all got it now.
Ignore that.
Good.
Yes, you walked into
I
her
was
room.
gonna say,
Kevin just realized the doors
I was gonna
actually
turn around
work.
and say, oh,
Oh, I just went into the. I was like, I'll go through the left door because that's way cooler, and it just wasn't the same room, and I'm like,
when you has finished playing on his flute, Doc, and sort of people are moving off doing their own thing. Doc will say, "Did you hear they have a rat problem?"
Yeah,
Is that something that
I'll go have a talk to him, see what we can organise.
Yeah, maybe we could strike a deal or something. Just, I don't like it when they eat the food, especially the bacon.
Hold on a second. We're striking deals, are we?
I've just
I wasn't
realised how the
talking.
boat works.
Fuck, Kevin, you can steer a ship now.
What do you
Yeah, I
mean,
thought you were
Kevin?
just arrogant.
Wait, is that is the boat in 3 sections, and we've got to go up to the other?
Yes, you have to
Fine,
move.
what?
Basically, you've
Yep.
got the
Okay.
upper section, the deck, and then the lower section.
Wait, how do I? There's invisible walls. How do I get to the upper section?
Where do you want to be? Which floor do you want to be on? You want to be down at the bottom.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Okay.
Do I have to tell you and then I get converted?
Yes. It's to stop people
Okay,
jumping out
good
of
to know.
windows to get to places.
Oh, I want to jump out the window.
Stop it.
Cat over there. Can I roll for cat?
I'm choosing to ignore the kitty.
Okay, so
Cat fucking loves me.
Kevin,
I wanna
you
pet it.
move down, and as you get down there, you realize that there is this ball of something that, as you approach, it uncurls itself, and its 2 big ears come up as it looks at you with pink eyes, and just goes.
I'll just say kitty. And I'll give it a pat.
1 second, I can.
Egan's classic cat noise.
And he is purring very, very loudly at you.
Can I pick up the cat and sling him over my shoulder like I do with my cat?
you may certainly do so.
Mhm.
He lets you. It's weird when you pick him up. It's when you, it's when you pick him.
Jason.
When you pick him up, it almost feels like he has no bones at all.
It's boneless. What kind of cats I like.
Give me a second. I gotta make sure everyone's gonna be able to see him.
I like boneless chicken.
You know what? This is one I can actually share with everybody. Funnily enough.
I don't want.
Just
It's the reason I've stayed away from this little fucker.
Because you don't like cats. You're a cat racist.
I don't like this cat.
So you pick
Look
him
at
up
this
and drape him over
24
your
inanimate
shoulders.
airplane.
Yeah, I like
Kevin.
Jeffrey
Boom.
Rush.
If you think
Look at
for
him.
one
Disgusting.
fucking second I'm going anywhere near that abomination,
Boy, he's so cute.
We found
I
the
hope
first
he kills
person
you.
Budge refuses to put on the blue.
This is totally like a monstrosity right here.
it is. Look at it. Where's its fur?
So cute.
Why is
He
it naked?
He is
It has
actively.
no fur and no bones.
He has no
Yeah.
bones. He feels.
That's how I like my
he
pizza.
he
No
feels
bones.
almost rubbery, Kevin, as you slip him over, and he just drapes himself. He allows you to drape him over your shoulders.
He's so cute.
He's very warm, and he smells a little bit like buttered popcorn.
That's good. Oh, that's me for the session, everyone. I'll be with the cat. I'm just gonna sit there babying this cat for like the next hour.
So,
I
Budge,
mean,
you
doesn't
watch.
the cat have a job to do?
You watch as Kevin sits down, picks up what appears to be a rubber band, and drapes it over his shoulders, but is talking to it in baby talk, I'm assuming.
Baby talk, but I'm like, who's a cute little kitty?
Budge is just rocking himself, trying to feel at ease. He's ignoring Kevin touching that demon.
Poor Jeffrey
Just an
Rush.
air cat. Fucking bald air cat.
I want to go get my cat now.
Yeah.
At least
Kevin-
your cat's fucking
Kevin,
looking good.
After a while, you watch as his little, his large ears kind of come up, and he comes alert, and he melts off of your shoulder, like into a puddle, and pulls on the ground. You watch as he rolls up and rolls away like a ball.
Hell yes, this is my kind of cat. He's gonna go. He's on the prowl. I'm gonna watch him hunt.
Bald air jelly cat.
He,
Admittedly, way cooler than a
you
cat.
watch as he kind of just hovers around Budge.
I wouldn't. See, if you're gonna let Jerry Jr. eat fucking dinosaurs, this bold air cat is next.
Oh, like any typical cat, he can tell who doesn't like him, so he gravitates towards them.
Get him, Jerry.
He's just kind of hovering. He unfurls himself from his ball and rubs against your bunny shark. Just
Be
completely.
gone, bold demon.
I didn't know putting this creature on was going to do this.
You've seen Ty's reaction to bold air cats. It's you knew.
You watch as Jeffrey Rush saunters up the stairs to the main deck, seeking out his next victim.
That's a cute cat.
Can you just don't touch Squeaky?
He comes out. He looks at all of you. You watch as he unfurls from his ball-like shape and just stares at all of you with his pink eyes. He stares just a little too long. It's a little too knowing. I imagine that Ty's just staring at it with that look on the cow's just staring with that look on his face, just.
fucking gross and I hate it.
The best part is, Cal, you know what this is.
Oh, lovely.
It's a fey creature.
Lovely.
It's not actually a cat at all. It's called a cataball.
Oh, so it's a shapeshifter.
Hello,
Oh,
Tyra
but no.
Sanders.
So hold on, give me the rundown real quick of what this creature actually is.
It is a hairless cat.
Ugh.
Okay. This hairless cat moves its front legs forward, stretching its body impossibly long, then retracts its body, allowing its hind legs to catch up with its lopsided gait. It wears a constant toothy grin, and it is a mischievous creature that exploits its malleability to reach otherwise inaccessible places where they unleash pandemonium. They enjoy eating rancid food such as rotten fish and curdled milk. And they aren't true felines, but they despise rats. You know this, Cal.
Lovely. I would like to take a big step around this thing, and I would like to warn you to keep a good eye on Squeaky, because this thing is not only ugly you, it will try and destroy Squeaky.
Alright, you stick close to me, Squeaky.
And I am, like, avidly sidestepping this creature, because I do not like it. It is gross.
As you go to move away, it kind of just stretches to follow you, Cal.
I'm warning you, little gross cat thing. You come near me, I will fucking teleport you into the ocean. Let's have a respectful distance. We both coexist on this ship. And I will leave you alone and stay out of your space if you stay out of mine.
It just looks at you,
Cal,
tilting its head.
In my experience, Cal, maybe you should set the boundary before threatening it.
Well, no, because now it knows exactly what will happen if it crosses the boundary.
You can just set the boundary anyway. You don't have to make threats.
Okay, the boundary is you stay on your side of the ship, I'll stay on mine.
I'll crouch down and
the top, and you have to have the bottom.
Okay, well, the real plan is we're gonna just not touch each other, okay? I don't want to be touched by that.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll crouch down to Jeffrey Rush.
I also love this. He, what languages does everybody know, by the way?
That's a good question. Because I was gonna just
Giant, Elvish, Druid, and Common.
Okay.
Common, Sylvan, Akadaka, Elven.
Common, fish, Sylvan, Akadaka, Undercommon, and essentially any animal.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, the only thing I don't have different to everybody else is Gnomish.
Oh, and Thieves Can't. I speak Thieves Can't.
Thieves' Cant is a
I
sign
think I
language, by the way.
Yeah, I know, but it's on there. I just read it. So.
Okay. As you are Doc, do you know Sylvan?
I've got Celestial, Common, Elvish, Undercommon.
Okay. So you
No, I
wouldn't-
don't know Sylvan.
Yeah, you won't get this. However, Cal, as Doc is patting it, this creature has fixed its eyes on you.
I'm asking it, like, do you talk, little guy?
He's looking at you, Cal.
Which side of the ship do you want?
I speak back in Sylvan. I'm like, well, it doesn't have to be exact sides. It just, you creep me out a little bit. Let's just not touch.
Do you want the underside of the ship and I can have the upside?
No. Let's not do that. Please stop staring at me. You creep me out.
It's a bit creepy.
You have little men.
You want the little man? You can have the little man. And I yell out to Hito. I'm like, Hito, the cat wants you.
As you say that, he starts chasing and like pouncing on the uckers.
Oh, not those little men. I would like to teleport every ucker I can reach.
Wouldn't be able to be down with me.
I don't know. You never tell me. You never express where they are.
Do you really want me to tell you every time I move if the uckers are with me or not?
Yes.
For the
I
sake...
thought we
Okay,
established
fine, then
they're
you can
all. I thought we established they were all inside Budge.
Apart from the 6 that are in the convertible toy car.
Oh my god.
For
They're
the
still
sake...
fucking in that.
Yes.
For the sake of the scene, let's say there's a few that are wandering, and I would like to just open little drop holes beneath them and teleport them to
Yeah.
Budge.
Can I sleep in your bed?
No! You can sleep in Doc's bed!
But we're friends.
He's the one patting you.
But
What
we're
was that, you
friends.
creepy little freak?
But we're friends.
I'm not getting a word of it.
You can talk to me. So we
Oh,
must be
I
friends.
can't hear you now, Tegan.
Tegan
Ah,
is muted.
I'm not muted. Fluctuating internet. Love that for me. Give it a sec.
You can talk to me. So we must be friends.
Oh, I mean... We can be pen pals, if that counts.
What is pen?
What's a pen?
Pen pals. They're like friends who don't touch each other.
I have friends that
Are
don't
they in
touch
separate
people.
pens?
You, can you understand this?
Yeah.
Lovely. You can be used, friend, then. And I would like to step backwards through a portal and just disappear.
Shoot the kitty too creepy. David! Be nice! So you watch as Cal, he just starts to stretch off and go find a place to sleep in the room where all the hammocks are.
Lovely. Hate that for us.
Valcor will agree with you. Actually, I'm pretty sure a lot of people in this group would actually agree with that concept.
Yep.
So,
Well, I'm gonna go looking for D because
She
I
is-
stepped backwards through a portal and I appeared next to D.
okay, so you have headed up to where she is commandeering the ship and
Commandeering the ship.
yes, she is. And
Mutiny!
She's gonna take the ship legally because she's a police officer.
she is steering the ship out of the
Do you mean
harbor.
commanding? Navigating?
Right. She's very clearly
She's
commandeering.
sailing the ship.
Can I just say, Tegan, I think it should be canon that this was not their ship and they've just commandeered it.
Hit it.
Oh,
They flashed
totally.
their badge and their gun and they said,
Totally.
"Give me the ship."
Yeah, totally.
I love it. I love it.
They got off some guy called Feynman.
Oh my
No,
god.
that's my ship.
Probably. Yeah.
My son.
That's my
So-
boy.
You appear next to D. What about the rest of you? Where are the rest of you going? As Not goes into his room to go and deal with some of the navigation and looking at maps and whatnot.
You will look around. Dibs on the crow's nest. And he starts scooting up.
Okay.
As he starts scooting up, I will teleport myself up to the crow's nest.
Okay. I will put you both up there. And what about you, Doc?
Can I
Whoa.
knock?
How'd you get up
Can
here?
Well, I want to knock on Not's door, the captain's door,
Yeah.
Knock on knots. Can you tie knots? No, I cannot.
and I want to sort of just say, do you have a moment?
Yeah, of course. Come on in.
Oh, thank you. I'll come on in and I'll close the door behind me. I was just curious. I am from the Dark Isles originally, but just coincidentally, I'm kind of interested in navigation. Would you mind if I just observe how your navigation works?
Have at it. I've got the maps themselves, and most of the time, I just throw a handful of pins at it and hope for the best, and then that's where we go.
So there's no like order to how you navigate. Follow a certain bearing and for a certain amount of time.
Well, sometimes we have set places we have to go because that's where the deliveries are, but for the most part, we just sail around and learn stuff and meet new people. We help people who also are in dangerous situations and bring them back to my sanctuary.
What about efficiency? Is that something that comes into your mind sometimes? Getting to a place at a certain time.
No, why would I need to
You
be
know,
anywhere?
sea, like the sea, efficiency. It's what you're meant to do on the ocean.
Yeah, sometimes we fish and sometimes we see, I guess.
Mm-hmm. But when you put it together, efficiency means that you do things on time and well, and you don't make mistakes and all that. So,
I'm virtually my own boss, and I'm not really beholden to anyone. So we just kind of go where we want, when we want, and yeah.
So it's just on a whim.
Yeah. Buddy, when you're rich, you can do what you want, basically.
Interesting.
Doc really struggles without, like, strict routine, doesn't he?
That is interesting. I would like to observe.
Sure, go ahead. Mostly I'm just gonna stare at these maps for like the next 10 minutes, realize that I have no idea what I'm doing, and wait for D to come and figure out exactly where we're going. But, in terms of what you guys want to do, like the Kevin and the Kevins, I know that you guys want to go to Mayor Eska, but was there anyone where...
Can you point that out on the map? Oh, are you okay, sir?
Sorry, that's me.
Oh yeah, it looks like it was in character. You know, I have a similar affliction.
Don't get me started.
Well, I was sick too this week. Okay.
I know.
Out of character.
So.
Would you mind pointing out to me where we're going?
He looks around and points at a picture of a strange island that seems to be in the shape of a turtle. Over here.
Yes, I have heard of the place, but I have not been there. Wait, not that I recall anyway.
Well, that's
when I was young, I actually traveled around quite a lot.
Well, that's because it moves. Mayor Eska goes where she wants, when she wants. She's never in the same place for very long, but then other times, she lays there for a while. I believe at the moment, she's in a hatchery, so, doing the thing that turtles do. That's how we know that they're going to be in the Abyssinian Bay.
Well, it might be nice to have a look around. Yeah, look, I shall just observe you, and then if your quartermaster knows maybe better where you're going, then I can observe them too.
Yeah, go ask Dee. She knows more around the place than I do. She was traipsed all around through here when she was a kid, so...
Okay. Well, I assume the maps are here, so T has to come here too.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll just wait. Doc just stands in the corner, folds his arms, and just starts watching.
After a while, Not realizes that you're standing there watching, and he kind of shuffles to one side around the desk so you can have like a proper look at the maps, and he just kind of like sits into a kind of like a shallow squat and just kind of starts staring at you and just watching you.
Doc will stay back. I'm trying to understand his process.
As you do so, he pulls out a little silver box just from one side of the desk, and he pulls it over to him, and he opens it up, turns it around, and offers it to you.
Chocolate?
No thanks, I don't eat chocolate.
You don't eat chocolate? What kind of monster are you?
Well, okay, is it dark chocolate? That's okay.
I mean, I have dark chocolate, light chocolate, ruby chocolate.
The more
choc
bitter,
mint,
the better.
choc orange, choc chili. What do you want, bud?
Just bitter chocolate, because otherwise I can't even taste this, to be honest.
It's a pretty sad way to live, my dude. But here.
And he hands you a chocolate.
Well, it's not my fault.
You alright?
I'll take it. No, I'm fine. It's just for some reason my taste has been sort of not as strong as it once was.
So you could be totally poisoned and no one would ever know.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, given that some poisons are indeed tasteless. And colorless, too.
Yeah.
I've used a few in my time.
On other people?
And I've saved people from them, too. Well, it depends on the situation.
Have you killed people?
I have killed a number of people on purpose
Was it
and
gruesome?
accidentally. Yes.
Like, did their blood and guts come out and just bleh?
Most of the time, surprisingly not.
We go for the silent method.
There's
Just pulp.
surprisingly, well, it's more that their brains explode inside their skull and you don't see it.
Oh my god.
On the
What does
outside.
that even look like? Do their eyes like pop? Do they bulge? Like,
No, there's very little sign of it.
wow, so you're like a silent killer. Kind of like a potent fart.
What, like ready to explode out at any time? I don't know. Silent but deadly? Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, I like
But
that.
don't tell any,
Okay.
or I'll have to kill you.
Oh, I've heard that before, and trust me, you take it from somebody who is extremely attractive. You're too pretty to be dangerous.
Are you calling me attractive or you attractive here?
Hey, us attractive people, we have to look out for each other because, you know, there are
Oh, fair
people
enough.
like that shifty guy out there, right? He's gonna take advantage of you.
Which one?
You know, the one, his eyes are a little bit too close together. He can teleport. The only other guy that I saw.
You talking about Cal or Hito?
The only.
They're both shifty. They both got eyes too close to each other
Yes.
to the center. They look like
The
a
only
predator.
The only.
And you know how prey has eyes on the side, right? But they've got eyes really close.
Exactly. Exactly.
I've noticed that
The
about
only
them.
other guy I've ever had on one of my ships, he could disappear into the shadows and strike from wherever there was a shadow, jumping from shadow to shadow. And next thing you know, you had a fork in your eyeball.
Sounds like a familiar MO. I think I've heard of similar stories.
Yeah, I also had another guy one time. He thought he was like really slick and everything. He couldn't see anything, but he swears that he was a master marksman. Couldn't hit the side of a barn.
He sounds like that archer that could hit anything anywhere. Is that same guy? Who would also always say that he sees another way.
I mean, that's what he liked everybody to believe. I think they just kind of humored him because they realized he was a little bit not all there.
Fair enough. Well, if you're referring to Hito, who teleports and has shifty-looking eyes, then he's not good, but he's not necessarily bad to have around.
What about
I'm
the
not
other
gonna say
guy?
he's not bad.
What about the
Kind
other
of
guy?
is. He's not bad to have around. Cal is certainly someone that means well, but will get you in trouble.
Okay, good.
But he's learning. He's getting better. He's certainly getting. He's honestly like 10 times better than when I met him. So
Okay, so
That's
how do
10
I
times 0, baby.
how do I approach them to like become friends?
still
with
0. Sorry, what?
How do
Go.
I approach
What?
them to become friends with them?
Oh, Cal's quite easy to become friends with. You just need to give him some time, familiarity. Just sit near him, and then maybe offer him some food. Don't lie to him, because he does really. I don't know. He gets a bit paranoid.
Yeah, he
Actually,
kinda-
I think I'm describing Hito as well. They're both paranoid.
maybe they're the same person and they're just like 3 gnomes in a trench coat. But like 2 trench coats and like tinier gnomes.
Shorter gnomes, so yeah, Hito. Hito likes power, so if you have any deals to make with him to offer him some sort of
Alright.
magical item or source of power, he will be really
Alright,
interested in
I'll keep that in
being
mind.
a friend. So
Okay, so Cal is trustworthy and I should
don't lie to him though.
Don't
Yeah.
lie to him, and I should make deals with him though. No, Hito. I need to make a deal with Hito. That's
That's
right.
it.
Yes.
Just if you just treat them both the same, I think you'll be okay. To
Okay.
be honest.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. And what
Well, you know, how would you treat a friend usually?
about the tall what about the tall, shiny, and handsome? Like,
Oh, Budge, he's friends with everyone. You just have to offer him a hug.
oh, is he single?
I mean, he is a single individual, yes.
Okay, but is he looking for
Is he a
like,
part of a hive mind? I'm not quite sure yet.
oh, that's kind of hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
If you're looking for more of a romance angle, I think you may have the most chance with you, actually. He seems very open-minded.
yeah, but I mean, the shiny guy, like, finding out how he's put together and how he works, how everything moves.
Yeah, you should just ask him. He'll probably not tell you anything, but he might show you his cannon.
I'd like to see that. I've seen some pretty decent cannons in my time.
But he has a big one.
Ooh, the last one I
I
saw.
don't like this conversation.
And my friend Kevin, you'll be very surprised by him. He seems like a regular chap, actually, but you know, sensible sometimes. But he has some questionable morals, that is for sure. And he's quite lonely.
But would he sell his soul
Fucking slander just going on.
for a slice of cheese?
Wait, you want a slice of cheese?
Hey, you gotta know where the limit is here.
The limit is where you put the limit, generally.
Okay, so when it comes to dealing with Kevin, I've gotta stick to the limit. Know where to stick the limit.
I would say push the limit, but anyway.
Okay, push the limit. Got it.
The limit's more of a thing that exists only in your mind, as far as I know. Poor Kevin.
Doc, I hate that you're complicit in this.
All right, we got 3 weeks with this lad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about to be 3 grueling weeks with this lad.
You could have gone with the other lady. Doc.
Look,
He told
in all seriousness, not just be nice. They'll
I
be
can
okay.
be very, very nice. Talking about that, want a cigar?
Actually, that would be good.
Sure.
You can't have a cigar, you've got TB.
And so he pulls out.
I'm in my prime, Kevin.
He pulls out a really nicely rolled cigar, clips the end, hands it over to you with a little pocketbook of matches.
Get it?
He offers you one of the chairs in his
I'll give it a
room,
light.
and you sit down together, and you continue this chat. Meanwhile, Cal and Adelia, you have teleported yourself away, leaving your younger self on the deck of the ship with D. No, just on the deck of the ship. You're with D. I will get it right in a second. So, What do you say, Cal, as you see as she's just making sure that the sails are all set in the direction of the west, just occasionally turning
Okay.
the wheel.
The first words out of my mouth are, please keep your gross ass pet away from me.
Well, that's not a very nice way to
Rude.
talk about not, but all right.
I like it, but no, not. I like it. Not's the little frog man. I don't mind him. It's more the creepy little cat.
Oh, Jeffrey Rush.
Yeah, Jeffrey. Keep Jeffrey far fucking away from me.
Oh no, it's Jeffrey Rush. One word.
We'll keep Jeffrey Rush far away from me then, please. For the love of everything holy.
I mean, the best thing that you can do to actually keep him away from you is actually be nice to him and like him. You're not interesting then.
Yeah, I think the problem is I understand him, so now he just wants to chat my ear off.
Oh, so you're actively saying you're a creepy little meat sack too?
Why does that make me a creepy little meat sack?
You
Just because we
understand
speak
him.
the same language?
Oh, speaking the same language. Got it. Right.
Lovely. You're quite literal, aren't you?
I mean, I have to be.
What part of, legal piracy requires you to be literal?
I mean, we're not technically pirates. Technically, we're merchants. We just go under a pirate flag so that, for the most part, we're left alone. Although, under some of the banners we do fly and the business we conduct, for the most part, we are left alone. That and Nort has a very interesting way of just setting people on edge.
I was going to say he seems batshit insane.
No, he's just very friendly. I do know, though, he did once sit inside a barrel for about 3 weeks just watching a tavern waiting for, some people to return.
Did they return?
Yes, eventually. No one really knows
So just
what
out
happened
of-
to them. They just vanished for about 3 weeks and then returned, spouting nonsense about they'd seen the future. Like I said,
Lovely.
everything has
Been
to
there,
be...
done that, sister.
Like I said, everything has to be very literal because, well, for me, time has been very all over the shop. I've been inside time,
Amen,
outside
sister.
of time, past, present, future, completely out of my mind.
Time will do that, Jews. Can I see little Cal from here?
Yeah, he's just kind of standing on the deck, like looking confused, doing the John Travolta meme, not sure where to go.
I'd like to yell out. I'm like, step one, little fella. Jump over here. I want to see if he can blink that far.
What are you doing?
Oh, he doesn't really know how to blink yet. We're working on it still.
Does just yelling at him, telling him how to do something work as a way of teaching?
Well, I mean, he just saw me do it, like, much, much slower than he'd have to, so...
Yes, but have you explained the theory behind it and particular feelings that he might need to be feeling to know that he's doing it right?
I give off a little chuckle, and I'm like, if I knew that, that would make at least one of us that knew how it worked.
So you're expecting to teach someone how to do a skill that you are not even an expert in?
Well, yeah, but if I know me, and I do know me pretty damn well, or current me, we learn by doing, not by, watching. So if he's going to figure it out, he's going to figure it out on the fly, and he's going to have a crack at it.
So doesn't that mean that then you're completely useless to this process and he'll inevitably figure it out on his own regardless? I mean,
Yes
by
and
your
no.
standpoint, you did.
Yeah, but just because I did doesn't mean that he did. Or will, I guess.
But if he is you, doesn't that mean that he will inevitably do what you have done?
Well, not necessarily, because if one of me is evil, that doesn't mean that all of me is going to be evil.
It depends on what point of the timeline that you're looking at, and the context of what has happened to your life to make you evil. My brother, for example, depending on who you ask, he was simultaneously a conniving little shit and also a monster. Both of those things were true.
I feel like me and your brother have a lot in common.
Have you completely banished a town from existence? Just to hide up the fact that you accidentally killed your parents?
No, I haven't gone that far, but I was going to say I completely left the timeline behind, if that helps.
Well, that's impressive. Well, all I can say is, if you have siblings, whatever you do, don't go back and make a deal that completely erases your entire existence, thus making sure that you then have to relearn everything and, not fry their brains.
I am digging through my bag at the moment.
Okay.
I'm like half listening, half digging through my bag. All right, what have I got? Little Cal hasn't teleported over here yet, so
No.
it's time that he gets a little bit of a little nudge in the right direction. I'm gonna pull out the letter opener I stole off him, and I'm gonna yeet it at him so it hits him. The handle of the letter opener hits him, and I'm just gonna very, very slowly throw the letter opener at him, and just be like, "Hey, little Cal, think fast."
Make a dagger attack, because that's essentially what it is.
I'd like to point out I am also making it so the handle hits him.
No, you don't get to decide that. Your dice roll decides that.
Yeah, but also I get to decide that. I forgot, right? I changed my dagger to be listed as letter opener, and I'm like looking through my attacks, and I'm like, why the fuck do I not have dagger? I've read letter opener 3 times.
I'm so excited for like 4 days in a row. We're gonna have a kid killed. Like 4 days later.
You can ask for non-lethal damage, DM.
You can't.
Yeah,
Please tell me how throwing a knife at someone... Okay, it doesn't hit him anywhere vital.
No, like, I've thrown enough knives. I hit him with the handle, with the badonk with the handle.
But I think it is fair to
With
say
with a
roll,
success.
but maybe make the DC like,
With the
he's got reasonable
and
chance.
this
He
is
can
the
still
thing.
fail this.
You rolled successfully, significantly so. You do hit him, and you do it with enough skill that it doesn't do damage. I mean, beyond the fact
he
that
doesn't...
you've just hit him with a metal. You've just hit him with.
So no defensive blink, no nothing.
No.
Oh my god, Callan.
He's just
He's
looking
gonna
up at
get
you
that. I
like.
look at her. I look at D. I'm like, one day he's gonna get the hang of this. I swear.
Probably, but. I mean, was he expecting you to throw a dagger at him, or he's now just going to have to expect that his parental figure is just going to randomly assault him?
I give him
For the
a
point
little
of
bit of a
teaching.
giggle, and I'm like, you hear that, Len? I'm your parental figure. I'm in charge of your dumbass.
I'm glad that's the bit that you stuck with, as opposed to the parental figure assaulting the person they're looking after.
Didn't assault him. It's all good.
You just threw a weapon
He's
at
not
him.
gonna learn. Yeah, handle first. It's not my first rodeo.
But what happens in the 1 in a million chance you don't throw it well?
Well, hopefully that 1 in a million lines up with the 1 in a million that he actually blinks out of the way, doesn't it?
You haven't been around many children, have you?
Oh, not my strong point, honey. I'm glad we're on the same page with that one.
Because this is rather questionable. I was trained by an assassin who did slightly better than this. And it is a little concerning that you would treat yourself this
Well-
way. Are you alright?
I'm doing peachy. Thanks for asking.
Again, just questionable if that is, well, the younger version of you. You don't see the potential ramifications of potentially killing
No, that's my
yourself.
little brother. Little brother. Same, but different.
All right. Are they okay up there? She points at the crow's nest, where Hito and you are apparently sharing bananas.
Honestly, I'm not quite sure about you. We've only known him a little bit, but he seems cool. I trust him by himself. Hito, on the other hand, there is probably untold chaos going on up there. Honestly, I don't think it's too late to turn the ship around and drop him back off.
I mean,
You're pretty quick getting up here. You want a banana?
No, I'm good. I'm very good. I was thinking though, there's a rat problem on the ship. That'd be a good way to hone hunting skills.
Nope. We're not going to be hurting the rats.
Catch and release.
No, we'll negotiate with them and tell them not to eat the food.
Well, you're in luck. I've been told I'm an amazing negotiator.
You can talk to animals?
In a manner of speaking.
Okay. Well then, let's see if we can, stop everyone getting killed around here.
Sounds ordinary. But why not?
Oh, good. Race it out.
Oh. Let's see. I'm assuming the rats would be in the hold. So race to the hold?
Okay.
Okay.
I'll open my portal and walk through and drop down to the hole.
meanwhile,
How did you do that?
as you scramble to climb down, meanwhile, down in the hold, Budge, Kevin, you are now catless. But
God.
Kevin, you're watching as Budge is rocking back and forth.
He's just doing it. I'm just gonna let him do his thing. It's rocking back and forth. Get in there, lad. It's getting his exercise in. Rock the budge, to rock the budge, baby. Rock the budge, rock the budge, baby.
You watch as the uckers who you brought down here with you start moving things around and tidying and dusting.
Well done, boys. Well done. You're doing great. Budge is proud of you.
One of them comes over to you. I don't know which one because I don't have the list. One of them comes
Pick
over.
a number between 1 and 20.
14.
14.
That's benchmark.
Benchmark comes
Good
over,
boy.
rests a little hand against your knee.
Are you okay, boss?
Oh yeah, buddy, don't worry. Budge just doesn't like boats. Boats are scary. Boats usually mean fishing and dead birds.
Dead birds.
We were on a boat when Hudson died.
Oh.
Oh god.
I mean, it's just another mode of transportation.
No, these are something else. Boats are evil. You know, in all the Budge's friends list, not a single one is a boat.
Maybe you haven't met
There's
the
some-
right
but-
automatons.
Look, if there's a Budge boat out there, then like maybe. But right now, all these wooden boats, nah, that ain't it for Budge.
There are warden level automatons.
No, I hope they're doing their thing, fixing their trucks.
they're employed
Saving
by
penguins.
the Water Realm
The turtles,
Army.
not the penguins.
Yeah, well, they can do their thing as long as they're not fishing. That's fine. But we don't know what's going on with this boat. And Budge don't trust it.
Judging by the fact there are bottles of liquor and rugs, I don't think this is a fishing vessel, boss.
Oh, you never know. You never know. Look, Budge is just saying. You see someone fishing, might not end well.
You mean like you?
Like Budge what?
Like you, when we were in Cascade Isles, we saw him down at the docks, frequently fishing.
Budge doesn't remember that.
That is because you were gaining skills in being a blacksmith. We were going around tidying the Cascade Isles.
And you saw Budge fishing. That doesn't add up.
No, we saw the yew tree fishing.
Mother of pearl.
Doc said you need to put money in the swear jar.
And you watch as he pulls a little jar out of his chest cavity, holds it up for you.
Fine. What money do I have? Budge will put a silver piece in.
I demand an electrum.
Okay.
That's where all the Electrum goes.
Alright. If Electrum's fair game now, if that's the line we are putting down.
You started
Okay.
this.
Oh, no, I'm fine with it. I'm converting all my money into it. I like it.
Dick, someone tell me how Electrum works and I'll get a bit going.
And you watch as Benchmark shuffles over to Kevin and shakes the swear jar at him, and you just hear.
I didn't swear.
You've sworn plenty.
You owe.
I'm
You're
also
in debt.
not under any obligation to put money in the jar.
From somewhere up above you hear, get fucked.
Hey, you up there? Jar.
Go get him, Benchmark. Target acquired.
A literal window opens.
His eyes, the Benchmark's
Get fucked.
eyes light red.
So, he,
Blitzes up the stairs.
however, Benchmark
Kill
is
mode
sitting there
activated.
just tapping you with the jar, Kevin.
I think I have Electrum. I haven't converted any of my shit to Electrum. I guess I'll pay him. I got no choice. He's twisting my arm.
All our money collected this whole campaign was in Electrum. Just so you know.
God.
What the fuck is Electrum?
So-
is that
Electrum's
currency
like
I
half
refuse
a
to deal
gold.
with?
So, it's
I'm pretty sure no, I only deal in gold.
Yeah. So,
Not anymore.
Forti.
so after you pay him, he puts the little jar back and comes back over to Budge.
Don't worry, boss. We'll make sure the yew tree doesn't do any fishing. We will keep Jerry Jr. safe.
Attaboy, Benchmark. Attaboy.
Although, I need to know imperative, are we keeping him as safe as Tony? Or are we keeping him actually safe?
Oh. What do you mean? Tony's safe. He's
If
out
I
there doing his
recall,
thing.
Tony died and had to be resurrected by the Master Bolt.
Yeah, but he's
I like
safe
that.
now. And look,
So,
Uh,
we are to
that was Cal's
believe
fault.
we are to
probably.
believe that we are safe as long as you can resurrect us. Does that mean that Mark is not safe?
Budge is working on it.
Work harder.
We believe at you, buddy. We believe at you.
Budge is so motivated now, right?
He goes off
Budge
to go
is
dust
less
something.
motivated.
Oh.
Kevin, as
Budge
you
was already feeling like shit being on a boat, and now you brought up Mark and my inability to cure him.
Oh my god.
so
Just because he
Kevin,
blows himself up in a Christmas special.
But you'll believe that.
Kevin, you're watching as Budge Slumps continues to rock as the little Ucka benchmark leaves. And as you are watching, all of a sudden there's a whoop, and Hito appears.
I'm looking for rats.
I have not seen any, but if you can communicate with the Uckers, they probably know where they are. They've been putting their greasy little fingers everywhere around here.
No, actually, actually I can. Give me 1 second. Snap my fingers. And let's, I'll activate my... Oh, wait, does that even do what I wanted to do? It just lets me to understand any spoken language. Alright, I know they understand me, so I'll use my comprehend languages.
Okay.
And so... I don't know your names. Little guys. I'm looking for rats.
Hey, us?
You're not rats. There's apparently rats on the ship, and they need them off. I need to find the rats. Where are the rats?
We can drive the rats off if you need to. We will round them all up and throw them into the ocean.
Well, no, I said that I would do it with negotiation, so...
You do not negotiate with little terrorists.
Oh no, I promised someone that I would negotiate, but trust me, I'll take care of the problem.
You can hear the thumping and panting of you starting down from upstairs. You're all down in the basement now, aren't you?
Oh,
I have to stoop because I'm not fitting in here very well.
Yeah, Budges too.
So, can you point me in the direction of the rats so I can negotiate with them, please?
You watch as the Ucka just kind of like points in the generic direction of everywhere.
Mr. Hito, they're not rats.
No, these aren't rats. Alright, how about this? Little Ucka friends, can you please gather rats and bring them to us for negotiations?
Yes. It will take a while.
Okay, thank you. Oh, well,
What'd they say?
we're right. They're going to bring the rats to us to have discussion.
Hey, boss, does this
Oh,
count
that
as
sounds
fishing?
excellent.
You ask a fantastic question. For now, no. For
They're
now,
land
no.
creatures.
But why can you speak Hito all of a sudden?
Well,
Magic?
no, I actually have magic to understand all this now. Well, it's something I've had always, but I just choose to use it when I choose to use it. If you recall, when we first went to that underground temple, I used it to read the instructions.
Highly suspicious.
All use hearing is this.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, you say highly suspicious, but I mean, you saw me bring out tornadoes. I turn large areas into darkness. Scary faces.
So far,
Oh.
this is the weirdest thing in Budge's head.
Oh, I can summon tentacles now. That's always cool.
Not quite Budge's niche, but we'll keep that in mind.
Oh, okay.
That's odd.
What are you
You know,
trying to say?
Oh,
I'm not there. I'm just saying that's odd.
something else. Like now, I mean, after I ate this old guy, I can now sense magic like all the time. 60 feet. Don't need to cast a spell anymore.
Peter, Budge doesn't know what a feat is, but why are you eating people? It's a bit weird.
Good question.
I mean, they're bad.
You don't see Budge eating bad fish.
Well, no, because you like your fish. People don't like people, so I mean, that's different.
Every fish gets along.
Exactly, fish get along. Fish, 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 fish. All fish. Happy fish. All
That's
together
exactly
in
the
the one
opposite
ocean.
of what Budge said.
Well, you know, fish economy works different.
Don't lecture Budge about the ways of a fish economy. He was there when it was written.
I'm sure
You know what, boys, you can help Tito out for now, but Budge still finds things suspicious.
I can honestly tell you, I am just going to talk to the rats.
But you speak funny, and you eat people, and now Budge is suspicious.
Well,
He's not sure why, but he is.
But I explained to you before that I ate people, the bad people, the magic from the rocks. Remember that?
Yes. But
We-
it
we went through
still
this.
doesn't compute.
And I do it. I take the bad people out of the world and the bad things out of the world, and I help you.
Yes. You keep doing your thing, little man. But Budge is keeping his optical receptors on you.
Wow. I'm kind of hurt, considering, I mean, you trusted me before. What have I done?
Did try throw a fireball at Doc. That was kind of weird.
He was responsible for a death of this group. Then on
We
top
were
of that,
all responsible.
he lied to the spirit.
Budge don't know none about no spirit. But none of us saved Hudson, so we're all guilty for that one.
Well, he tried to convince Hudson to do something that Hudson didn't want to do.
And
He was
Hudson
forcing
said you
something
to.
onto Hudson.
if he was forcing, wouldn't have Hudson have gone through with it?
No, because I stopped it.
Budge remembers Hudson being very adamant against the subject regardless. What were we talking about?
Hudson passing on.
I mean, before that. Budge is losing track of things.
Oh, I want to negotiate with the rats.
Oh, yeah. Right, yes. And Budge is now suspicious of everyone and everything, but he doesn't know why. Carry on.
Okay. Thank you, Uckers. Bring me the rats.
They mobilize and start going through looking for all of the rats. You can hear the sounds of squeaking as they are finding little clusters of them.
So, I don't want to get into this circular argument again. Your name? As I look at you.
Hey, you?
Budge will whisper to Hito. Like the tree.
Oh, that makes more sense now. I thought you were
Yep.
just being difficult.
No, I'm being you.
No one can be me.
Me's me.
No, I'm me. You're you.
No, me's a little thing. Hangs around Kevin.
Something frustrating about this argument.
Just remember,
Where are
like
you?
the tree.
The tree. Maybe it'll help. What's your last name?
Who?
You.
That's correct.
Like the tree.
Yup.
So what's your last name?
Who?
You.
Yep, that's right.
It's gonna go on for a while if there's something else.
As you guys are doing that, and Kevin, the character, is just mentally blue screening. Budge is watching this whole interaction, staring at you, the tree. Doc is smoking a cigar. Cal, on deck. Little Cow is just looking up at you, talking to D. And you... roll me a perception, actually, as you're watching him.
His goal?
Oh god. You realise that he's got his hands like shoved firmly into his pockets. His shoulders are hunched a little bit. And despite the fact that he is spring today and he's got this lovely pale green hue, you notice that he's like craning his head forward, like looking down at the ground and not really looking up at you. You notice that there seems to be a bit of a slight hue shift to his face.
Lovely. I'm gonna go find out what's going on with Mini-Me. I'll take you up on that offer to train us later, and I'm gone before she has a chance to even fucking say she's not doing it.
Alright. Okay, so you teleport down to Mini Cow.
So, what's going on, little buddy? You seem a little blue.
No, I'm fine.
You're so full of shit. I know me better than I know anyone else, and you're me.
Yeah, so if you know me, or you know yourself, like... she's really pretty.
Oh my god, intimidated by a pretty face.
Like,
what a little cutie.
I mean, you think she's pretty, right?
Yeah.
Not only that, she's like a ship captain, and she's done all of this stuff. She got out there and she's traveled.
Could just be arrogant.
Could just be arrogant. This knows nothing about the operation of a ship.
Oh, I hate to tell you, little man, but you also will go adventuring, and you know you can be a ship captain if you want. I don't know why you'd want to, but
Because it's better than spending every day
in the
outdoors.
library, learning stuff, reading books, storing memories, yada 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 yada. I understand that.
It's okay for you.
But you noticed
got
how-
out.
So did you, little man. Look up. Do you see yourself in a library?
Yeah, but you don't see how there's something fundamentally wrong with the universe by the fact that we're both here at the same time.
Yeah, but it's a very important lesson that I learnt very early on. It
Okay.
is out of sight, out of mind. Just forget about it. It's all good.
So you're gonna help me get in a good word with it then?
Let me get this. You,
Yeah.
little you,
Yeah.
think
Why
you
not?
stand a chance with that?
Well, do you stand a chance with it?
Oh, fuck no, but still.
So what you're saying is we have no riz. Got it. Even when I grow up, I'm going to be alone. Great.
Do Dude, you are like 12. You do not have to be worrying about whether you're going to be alone or not alone. We can go chat up the pretty deadly captain all you want.
I mean, you're like 6,000 years old, so... And you're still alone, so what hope do I have?
I really feel like 75 and 6,000 are very, very vast different numbers there, little one.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. You're still old.
For the bloke who grew up in the village and actually remembers it, you're very narcissistic.
Yeah, because you have the benefit of, you know, ignorance is bliss.
It seems to be working pretty well so far. I've only summoned one deadly goddess to destroy the world.
Yeah, good job with that, by the way.
Hey, little buddy, I hate to tell you, and I grab his hand. You did it too.
Did I, though?
Agree to disagree. How about this? You learn to teleport consistently, and I will put a good word in with the super sexy, super intimidating, super killer captain.
Okay, so you'll help me get a date with it. Got it. Cool.
Sure.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, this could work.
Definitely. There is no better motivation than being a horny teenager to get things done.
Is that why you don't remember anything?
Oh yeah, definitely. Fried my brain. Let's go with that.
Cool. Okay, well, where do we start?
Well, the way I see it, we've got 3 weeks on this stupid, boring fucking matchbox in the ocean. And on the off chance that something exciting happens, we can cancel training. But, you know, knowing Kevin and his stringent love of rules and structure and being a killjoy, I dare say we're going to be up to nothing much fun. I say we... How about we convince Dee over there to train us? Because, you know, you can get close to her then. Also, she can probably fuck us up.
Yeah, but what do I say? Like, she smells really nice and...
Okay, let's tone it down a little bit.
She, like, says fancy words and...
I say fancy
really
words all the time.
smart.
Unbeknownst. There you go. Fancy.
Pretty sure it's
What did you just
unbeknownst, but... Wow, you really have spent way too long out of the library.
Yeah, that's
Father-
why one of us can teleport around at will, and the other one is stuck walking places like a pleb.
Yeah, Father would be so proud of the many hours he put into making sure you were one of the sharpest minds.
Look, do you want to get a date or not?
Promise me. We have a deal
Oh,
that you're going to get me a
No!
date with her.
Negative on that, little man. That is not how this works.
Okay. So...
I'm going to give it a red hot go. I'm not here making deals or promises that I can't keep. Look at you.
Right.
You grow up so fast.
Alright, well... Where do I start?
Well, we start by putting about 20 hours of training in every single fucking day until you can teleport consistently and hold your own in a fight.
God, you sound exactly like Father.
I don't really remember combat training in the library.
No, but the more hours we do it, the more it's gonna sink in, right?
Yeah, but the difference is that was reading books. Here we're gonna punch things and throw knives.
Alright. And he strides off across the deck to put some space between you. Oh, by the way, I think this belongs to you. And he turns and he tosses the letter opener back at you. Does a dirty 20 hit?
A dirty 20 does hit.
straight into his heart, roll a new character, have it on my desk by morning.
So I'm Kevin, right? I'm this undead sort of cleric character.
Hey, I like it. I like you. You're thinking with your head.
His name's Nevek, and he's a.
You take 5 points.
He's a.
You take 5 points of damage as your letter opener just digs into your arm.
Hold on.
Return to sender.
I would like to roll a wisdom check or something to see this coming.
I mean, that's
I
why
know that I've just.
I mean, that's not really how it works. You roll the number asks if it hits your AC. That's what the AC is for.
So how come I could dodge the? So, what's the difference between this and the surprise fireball? Oh, this is
the
from
fireball's got a DC and Dex.
Yeah.
So you're jumping out of the way, but your AC is basically your Dex DC.
But
Yeah.
okay, but because I'm not surprised, I get a reaction then, don't I?
Well, you can take a reaction.
Oh, I'm not getting fucking hit by a knife. Fucking, I'm just gonna blink out of here.
Your letter opener lands in the deck, impales in, and just sits there, blowing in the wind.
I defensive blink right up to him, and I'm sure rapiers can be used in not a deadly fashion.
You just take it out and flood him in the head with it.
Okay. Do it. Roll to hit.
He gets a reaction.
The kid does get a reaction.
Does he though? This is the question.
Well, he's expecting the attack.
No,
Surely.
he's not. Well, no.
I'm hoping he gets a reaction.
Let's have a look.
My goal is I am trying to jab my rapier into his shirt and like push him to the ground, like fence him. I'm fencing with him at this
The
point.
way I see it, they've both attacked, so everyone roll initiative.
So,
I'm going to blow up this boat.
interestingly enough,
cannons up.
interestingly enough, you watch as his eyes go wide as you pull out your rapier and just bang. You see a moment where he tries. You can see the moment where he gets a little bit fuzzy, like goes a little bit incorporeal, but he can't manage to hold it as you just scone him fair in the temple, and he just hits the deck unconscious.
Does old Cal now get a scar?
No.
I pick the little fella up.
You've killed him.
If
And
now's
for
a
one session, you've killed him.
if there's any time for a water skin of chaos magic,
Oh no.
I would like to splash water on the little fella's face.
From your chaos magic?
No, not my chaos magic.
You take out your water and you splash it in his face. I mean, you have just fair knocked him on the scone for a second. He's gonna be little bit out for a little bit, just dazed.
I'm just sitting there with him like across my lap at the moment. I'm just, hey little buddy.
This is going on.
You know you almost had that, right?
Great. So I just gotta get hit in the head a few more times to make it stick.
No, actually, I'm never going to aim for your head again, if I'm being honest. I may have slightly over-exaggerated your ability there.
That's alright, it's my fault. I shouldn't have thrown a dagger.
I mean, I did throw it first. How about we get you some rest and maybe one of you's fancy bananas that heal people?
Yes, banana sounds... Yeah, banana sounds good. Yeah.
I have him like draped over my back now, like I'm like carrying him on my back, and I'm gonna go looking for you.
What's heavier, the kid or the guilt?
Neither, because I don't feel guilt.
Okay,
Joke's
so
on you.
Doc, you hear Cow's heavy shuffling footsteps move past Not's room. Do you see what the hell is going on, because this is now
Well, if it's-
this is now a stream
yeah.
of people you've heard go past. Between
He
you
he
running
probably like turns at some point and clonks Len's head on the wooden post or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking look out the window. Like, is there a window in the door?
There's not
actually.
There's not a window in the door, no. But
The
door
does he have
is-
a porthole?
you know
Is
what,
there a
though?
fucking porthole I
It
can look
doesn't
out?
matter because you left the door open. If
No,
you
I
look,
closed the door when I came in. I
You look-
specifically said that.
yeah, but fun part about the door icons is you can actually click them to say that they're closed now.
Sure, but I specifically said I closed
Okay.
the door when I walked in.
No,
I'll just
there's no
look. I'll
window.
just open the door. If I can't see out the window,
Okay, you get up and
I'll
open the
just
door,
peek out.
and you
I'll
can
take a
see
peeky poo.
you can see Cal piggybacking a very groggy child.
Cal, what have you done now?
I would like to point out that I did nothing that really will damage him in the long term.
It's all right. He was teaching me.
Then how do you explain your current brain damage?
Well, he's not brain damaged for a start. That's first off. And secondly, we were sparring and he almost blinked, but didn't quite.
It's all right. Use bananas.
Exactly. And we're
Yeah.
going to use bananas.
Exactly.
You're going to use bananas to help him.
Apparently so.
But bananas don't help people. Cal.
I mean, if you listen to anything our new companion you said, he said that his bananas were healthy. and
Oh,
nutritious.
you like the trees bananas. All right.
I really don't understand why this is so hard for everyone to grasp.
I'm pretty sure it's grass.
I'm pretty sure that the little child
Hey,
would be quiet and just enjoy the piggyback
Cal,
ride.
look, Cal, feel better. I'll cast Healing Word on him. See if that helps.
Yeah, there's
Oh wait, I should do the HP.
thanks.
Damn.
So 9 health.
Thanks, Doc Man.
Oh, does he seem a bit more alert now?
Yeah.
All right. I do think you should get another banana, just to sort of fill you up. But
Yeah.
are you sure you're okay sparring with your bigger and uglier version?
Yeah.
You
He's
call me
just-
ugly.
He's just a very
I'm
hands-on
kidding, Cal.
teacher. It's not the first time I've had tutors like this.
I mean, it doesn't really make it okay though, because you're literally quite hurt there.
Look,
All right, let's go find you.
It
All right.
was,
Look, I'll put out my cigar in
Oh, it was nothing.
like
Should you be
against the wall.
smoking?
Trust me,
Against the wall? We're in a
Yeah.
fucking floating tinderbox, Doc. Also, it's not ours.
And then the remaining half of it, I'll put it in my pocket. All right, let's go.
Are we just gonna breeze past the fact you just put your cigar out on Not's door?
But it's just like embers. It's not going to let them.
As I close the door, there's like a whole bunch of other clearly people have been putting it out there.
You know what? I'll allow it. I know the group that came before. As you're going downstairs, little cow turns to you, Doc. So, what were your teachers like? You know, to teach you how to be a doctor.
Who's little Cal?
Little Cal. Let's wrap her alive.
Sorry, it's just funny that Tegan's calling him little Cal now. Sorry, what did he say?
Cal.
What did he say?
What were your
That's so
teachers
distracted.
like? You know, to become a doctor.
Oh, he's not a
Oh,
doctor.
yeah, I'm not a doctor.
Okay.
I was actually a sheriff back in my
So
well,
why do they
not my
call you
hometown, but my
Doc?
my new home.
You were a sheriff?
Yeah, I was a legal man. Yes.
I'm a cow.
Why am I called Doc? Because my brother and I came up
Cowboy.
with ironic nicknames for ourselves. He's Law and I'm Doc, and he's actually not a doctor or a lawyer.
So,
Actually,
so
funnily
neither of you were doctors.
No, but the joke was that back where I'm from, the Dark Isles, when there's a lot of pressure to either become a doctor or a lawyer.
And your brother.
So we were kind of a disappointment to our parents at first.
And your brother became neither of those things.
Well, he works for the government,
And he's
so
called
that's kind of
Law.
okay, I suppose. He's not a lawyer though,
Yeah, but
or he's not in law enforcement. He's in
You know, you missed
sort
a
of policy
perfect.
making. I suppose it kind of is not ironic.
I will
I was gonna
point
say
out-
that's. I don't know.
You missed.
We
a
made
perfect
we had these nicknames before we got the jobs. I will point out.
Okay, because I was gonna say you missed the perfect opportunity to be law and order. You know, you're a sheriff.
Sure.
I don't get it.
Yeah, but I got called Doc, so
So why do they?
my
call
brother
you
came up with it. I'm
Doc?
not saying that he's the smartest.
Well, I suppose you can
I
heal
wi-
people, so I guess you're kind of like a.
Uh,
Either
Again,
way-
I couldn't back then, so could be nominative determinism, I suppose, that I can now heal people. Not a good doctor though.
I mean, but what were your teachers like then to become a sheriff?
That is a good question. I suppose at first I was
Petrified.
honestly a little bit, because the people in Oaksbriar were kind of a little bit harsh at first, quite bullying towards me because I was an outsider. But eventually, well, it's mainly because of my parents. My parents set up a shop in Oaksbriar, just a bit of a general store, but also my mom cooks some really good food, homemade food, and the town sort of fell in love with that. So after the food sort of thing, I got treated a lot nicer, and I don't know, I feel like I was kind of taken under their wings, and at least when I was going through my training, it was quite good. I don't know. They pushed me, but they did it in like a positive way. They kind of like were like,
So
yeah, you got this, you know,
so you didn't
like encouraging.
threaten
I suppose
physical
is the word.
violence to make sure I got it. Got it.
You do realise that I'm not actually
no.
going to get physically violent with you if you don't understand how to use your powers,
I
right?
mean, I get that, but like, let's just look at the current, you know, roll call of what you've done. You threw a letter opener at me, and then you hit me with a sword.
Yeah, I did point out earlier today, Cal, to hold off on the physical threats first, set the boundary first. So, you know, you could encourage your, again, young friend here.
I mean, if you really wanted
do
me to get
something
really
without
good at
threatening
blinking,
him.
why wouldn't you just like? Why don't we play hide and seek or?
Throw him off the ship or something. Oh.
A
okay,
what?
yeah, but I don't think. Well,
I
yeah, throw him in the
whisper-
deep end. so
I
to speak.
whisper in our little cow's ear. I'm
I
like,
was
you,
joking.
you understand now that he's the most unhinged out of all of us.
So, Hito's actually the smart, sane.
It's called a sense of humor. My God.
I'm just fucking with you, Doc. I understand that you're the most
You guys have
unhinged
come
out of all of
downstairs
us.
by this point, by the way. You guys are having this conversation. Because everyone is now congregated downstairs in the hold.
Who? Seeing everyone come down here, I'm leaving.
You.
I was down here before it was cool. You're all posers.
You trendsetter.
Hey, this was my safety cone before you even rocked up.
You
On
watch,
our safety cone.
you watch as the uckers are standing on top of crates, just holding like a dozen rats by the tails, like, yeah!
What are you doing with those? Put them
Gently,
down.
boys, gently.
I've organised crates so it's a throne that I'm sitting in.
Oh
Course,
my
of
fucking
course.
God. What
Got
if
a
we walked in?
crown made of rat skulls.
I am the Rat King. What the fuck have we walked into down here?
Are the rats like
Bring me
worshipping Hito?
The first rat.
Oh my God.
I would like to roll that I don't like what the fuck the Akaduckers are doing here, and I would like to persuade them to stop.
Okay, you managed to grab one of the nearby uckers. Ucker number 6.
Sixth number. Bark.
Bark
I'm gonna roll
is
to
walking.
disassociate.
Bark is holding a couple of rats in his hands as he walks past. You grab him, Cal.
the fuck are you doing?
Collecting rats.
Why?
Because Hito told us to.
And since when have we done what that crazy psychopath wants us to do?
But the boss man okayed it.
Budgie said it was alright to hunt rats and feed them to Hito.
Yes.
Hey, no one said hunt or feed.
We're fishing for rats.
Okay, no.
I don't think you're allowed to fish.
My exact words were collect so I could negotiate.
And I said peacefully.
I would like to point out that I don't believe Hito A knows how to negotiate and B do it peacefully. I believe Hito takes by brute force.
No compromise.
I mean, this is all being overseen by you, who is making sure the rats aren't mistreated.
By who?
But he can't hear us, understand a single thing that's being said at the moment because they're all talking in binary.
So you just know,
Or
you just know
Binary.
you just know that the rats are being collected and put in crates near you.
I would like to. Are you okay with this?
Yes, we're gonna tell them not to eat the food.
Alrighty, this is power above my hands, and I'm like, back to what you're doing then, Bark, I guess.
You watch as he gives a little robotic squeak, and
Off you go, Fark.
he gives a little robotic wee and dives back into trying to find the rats.
I'm like,
I go and stand next to Kev.
so I have you next to me. I'm like, the first rat.
I bet you 5 gold that this goes horribly wrong,
One of
Kevin.
the uckers, number
I'm going upstairs. I don't want to witness whatever
18.
he is about to do to these goddamn creatures.
ucker 18.
I'll leave him to his devices.
18.
I would like to teleport Kevin back.
Car park.
Car park comes up to you,
I'm gonna keep
holding
walking.
one of the rats under
I
the
just
armpits.
open a portal at the staircase, Kev, and you just like infinite loop back for.
I'll still go.
Hito, car park approaches
Yep.
you holding a rat under the little armpits, up like a teddy bear.
Rat, do you understand your crimes? I don't speak with animals, so it just comprehend languages just to cover animals. So
You're just shouting. You're
I'm
just shouting at Rat.
rat.
Rat, son of a bitch.
This session got real unhinged at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, this is
the
So
rat
classic.
the rat is squealing and trying to get away from the ucker.
What can I hear?
What does you understand? Because you can speak with animals, can you?
Yep.
The rat's like, let me go, I have no idea what's going on. Oh my god, help!
My God.
We come to talk to you about eating the food.
Wait, what?
Don't do it.
You're upsetting the people on this boat, so look, I can give you guys bananas, and you can eat them, but don't eat their food.
I'm just trying to feed my 6 kids, man.
Oh my god, get Ratatouille.
Only 6.
Have less kids, 5 head.
This
I
is
mean-
the ugly rat.
A rat climbs on Budge's head. A little chef hat appears.
Oh my
No,
God.
a rat climbs on Budger's head and just wraps around. He's now got a rat skin hat, basically. Davy Crocker. Oh,
I thought it was Jeffrey Rush.
I mean,
Fuck that guy.
I'm happy to make a deal. Bananas, if you take out the terrifying hunter upstairs.
Which one's that one?
The fleshy suit
Deal.
with eyes.
Oh, the pussycat.
Realm of Rust.
What's
welcome.
going on, Budge?
We're killing the cat.
Oh, thank fuck, I'm 100% in.
We're not killing nothing.
Okay, what about we relocate it to the
Sorry,
bottom of
guys,
the
we have to
ocean?
pause. We're being threatened by mushrooms with knives. In the chat.
No, thank
Oh,
you.
You win some, you lose some.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's par for the course for tonight's session.
So we have a deal?
Yep, I bring you bananas.
You kill the
And,
fleshy meat
I'll
suit.
talk to the... Kill? No, not gonna make them go to sleep. Nope.
But otherwise, he's going to keep
I'll
hunting
talk
us.
to him. I'll tell him not to. Get everyone to play nice, and that's how it's gonna be.
Audrey, I don't know if he realizes he can't talk to that cat creature.
Budge can help him out with that.
So what say the rat?
He said he's going to have the bananas and not eat the food.
Hey, rat friends.
Oh,
Jerry Jr. don't eat the rat friends.
okay.
Jerry, you can just see Jerry in the background, who you can also organize, who's just going num num
I know,
num
Jerry.
num
I know,
num
Jerry.
num,
No, Jerry.
and then he just kind of starts circling around the uckers, making a bit of a weird noise. He kind of hums to himself a lot. You've realized this about Jerry every time. I'm just trying to... Oh, Jerry Jr., because Jerry is the land shark, that's right. So this
Yep.
bunny shark is circling around the uckers, and he's just kind of humming to himself. You just hear quietly, and because he does this a lot, you just hear quietly, dum dum, dum dum, dum dum.
Yeah, we might need a banana for Jerry Jr. here. He's looking at the rat.
Okay.
Bunny.
Here you go, Jerry Jr. I'll throw Dan a banana.
You watch as he
Next,
at a lack of hands, he just tears into the flesh.
Well done, Jerry.
next rat.
Car Park lets
We
this
could
rat
just
go.
tell them all the same.
Car Park
Oh,
lets
okay. Well,
that rat go, brings up another one who is kind of a little bit calmer this time. The rat turns to you.
I am David.
A name
know,
for
but-
rat.
I know.
I decree you don't eat our food. What say you, rat?
I can give you bananas.
I like bananas.
Do we have a deal?
You're going to get rid of the fleshless tyrant?
I will talk to him, yes, and tell him not to leave you alone.
You're a savior among the rat kind. We shall call you king and crown you the rat king, sir, for saving lives
Oh
these
no,
days.
don't.
Little
Not-
cow,
not
just out of
necessary.
curiosity, how many of these rats do you think they are? And do you think we're going to go through every single one of them one by one?
Can you?
Yeah, I was just
Can
like,
you?
he agrees with Hito and nods.
Oh, lovely. I slump back against the wall.
Alright, Ucker Squad, put down the rats. We have come to an accord.
The rats you get. This is the thing, Budge. You don't speak to. Wait, you can speak with animals, I think.
I can, and I was speaking to the Uckers.
Okay, no, I know, but have you cast speak with animals too, to fully
haven't
grasp this
cast it, no.
situation?
No, but you said that they made a deal, so.
Okay, so all of the rats are put down, and you watch as they congregate, and they are making this little squeaking noise that's just going over and over and over, just over and over. And what you're hearing, you, is just going, the rat king, the rat king, the rat king.
Oh, I'm not the king, guys. No.
And you watch as all of the rats just start bowing at you's feet.
Oh, come on, guys. I'm just trying to help. That's all I'm trying to do.
Budge will also bow.
What?
Bring us this fleshless one.
One of the uckers goes upstairs. You hear a bit of from upstairs, you hear a bit of thumping and banging.
Gently.
You hear yowling. And-
Simmer down.
The Akka comes back, half dragging the cat. Yeah, half dragging the cat.
Oh, for God's sake, cow shark.
I'm not going to let the Akkas just drag this cat down the stairs.
It's not. It's kind of half dragging, half thumping him down the stairs because the Akka's not
Is
quite
it?
tall enough.
Is it in distress?
It's not happy.
Cal's empathy comes out.
It's not in distress, but it's not happy.
I teleport the Akkas that are grabbing it back to me. Just little.
Teleporting my fucking Akkas.
I just
Sweater.
open little
Sweater.
portals at their feet, and they just step into the portals.
What about the ones that are actually holding the cat?
Well, the cat's not moving now.
No,
I've
but the-
teleported the ones dragging.
Yeah, it's in. They're holding the cat like this and dragging it down the stairs, going boom, boom, boom on the stairs, like because they're not quite tall enough. So if you open a thing, you are going to end up with this cat in your arms.
Down.
You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I little cow. I've let go of little cow, and I've opened a portal and dragged them all through it.
Okay, you're now holding 2 Akkas and Jeffrey Rush.
Cat is like out like this.
Fucking Jeffrey Rush.
For
What
the
the
crimes
fuck?
against the rat. What
Hey,
say
no.
you,
No,
Mrs.
we're
Swan?
not doing crimes against the rat.
The
We're
rats,
not- this isn't
the
the
rats
fucking-
at your feet, obviously Cal can't hear this, but the rats at your feet have started to be like, kill the terrorist, kill the fleshless monster.
There'll be no killing, because no one's going to sleep, okay?
I agree with you. We're not killing anything.
Somewhere along the way, a couple of the rats have started finding bits of rope.
Stop that. Mr. Jeffrey Rush, we've made a deal with the rats that they won't eat anything, so there's no need to kill them, okay?
You can see that his pupils are tiny little slits as his eyes just hone in on the rats.
Is he picking up what you's putting down? Does he understand?
He does.
I'm talking in Sylvan.
Oh,
He
do you speak
does.
Sylvan?
I will point
Yeah.
out the
No
only
problem,
reason
Tom.
that he is acting like this, just for meta reasons. They despise rats.
He hates rats.
Catabals ignore whatever has their attention in favor of chasing and killing rats. Literally, they will stop whatever they are doing to end rat kind.
Alright, you gotta pick one. The rats or the cat, which am I killing?
Look at me. No, not at them. Look
Akkas
at me.
protect the rats.
His tail has started
I feel like this is
swishing.
needing
At all
some sort
costs.
of
That's alright.
yeah.
I'm here to negotiate. Remember, I said I would use my words.
Okay.
I don't like
So
Are
I
those-
speak to it, noticing everyone speaking to it in Sylvan, which I do speak.
Yep.
I then say to it, your mother was an opossum, and your father was a kid and echidna.
Was it? How'd you know this history?
He goes,
I don't really understand what he's getting at either, Jeffrey Rush.
You have
I
the
don't know
hunting
your
skills of... I don't know, actually. You suck so much.
I don't
I
really
like
know.
it.
You watch Hito as you tell him his mother is an echidna, yada yada yada, and you just hear him go and start hissing as he is writhing in Cal's hands as he takes 1 point of psychic damage.
Did you really just?
Your failure to communicate is the problem here.
He is
So,
He is yowling in pain as he takes an additional 3 points of psychic damage.
While this is I'd like to tell you, I'm like, maybe we should get rid of the rats. These things don't like rats at all. Maybe if they're out of sight, out of mind, we can do this a little bit nicer.
All right, guys, follow me. I'll make some bananas for you.
The rats are better than you.
Do you mind?
What? I'm talking to this thing.
I don't really like Jeffrey Rush, if I'm being honest, but I think the point's been proven. His mum's an opossum and his dad's an echidna.
Jeffrey Rush in your hands is now twisting and writhing, trying to scratch at you, trying to get away, as it takes a further 4 points of psychic damage.
You is leading all the rats down to the other end of the ship with these bananas.
The rats follow.
It's out of curiosity. If I just drop this thing into a portal back to the top.
Okay.
I'm just like, not my problem. It's getting hairy down here. I just teleport it back up to where D is.
As you do that, from above deck, you hear, as soon as it lands, you hear a thump. Then you hear a as it's trying to scramble to faster than he can get traction to race down here.
I would like to go pick up the cat if I can.
The cat's upstairs.
Walk it upstairs.
No, the cat's upstairs.
Okay.
He teleported him upstairs.
I thought you were saying it was running back downstairs.
It is running back downstairs.
Yeah, get ready at the
that's
door.
what I mean. While it's running back downstairs, I would like to go pick
Surprise!
it up and
Roll
carry
me.
it back up.
Roll me an acrobatics to grab him, Budge.
I would like to help Budge by saying, "You've got this, buddy."
I'll just use my inspiration. It's all good.
I'm gonna help Budge by casting guidance.
Okay.
Budge has really got this. Oh, Budge has definitely got this.
Budge does indeed not have this.
Even with 10.
Yeah, it's a real slippery fella, Budge.
Well, but it's 18 plus 4 because I
Okay,
cast guidance.
that's true. Actually, 18 plus 4. Roll the d4. Actually, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you Budge. You see this thing coming as you open the door, and you manage to field it mid-leap.
Okay, buddy, come on. We're walking upstairs now.
Its little claws can't get any purchase on your armor.
You and Budge can have a nice little one-on-one.
As you take him back upstairs, Budge, and you is handing out bananas to the rats, that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you to everybody for joining us.
Nice.
Didn't even catch a single rat.
Oh, God. Last one.
More shenanigans.
Yeah, he takes more damage. But so that is where we're going to end tonight's session. We will be back next Monday for more Ignition Point. If you like what we do, hit the follow button or the subscribe button if you would like and are financially able to do so, obviously. If you want to see what came before, go see on our YouTube channel of the same name, Boomeadow, because we would love to see you there. Write some comments, say hi, all that kind of jazz. Check out the guys in the links below. 𝔚𝔬𝔬𝔞𝔱, the Steve Man 777. They also stream here doing their stuff. We hope you have a wonderful week. We hope you drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, and we will see you all next time. Later, guys.
Bye.